All right, y'all. What is up? Welcome, y'all. Horizon Live with me, Oculus 410. Appreciate y'all being here. Just like it says, Horizon Live. We are live streaming on the Vidyuu Nights channel. So if you can't make it in, please feel free to watch on the Vidyuu Nights channel. Drop some comments if you got questions. I'm gonna try and check them out throughout the night so that way I can get a hold of y'all. But if you're here in the audience and you got a question, you want to say something to whoever's up here with me, please make sure you come up to the mic, ask your questions, because I want to hear what you got to say. So I know it's been a while since I've been up here. I haven't had Horizon Live actually officially going since last November. So I appreciate y'all being here. We did have this format more of just a formalized when something big happens. So we did the launchers competition winners. We had them up here on stage. So shout out to all those winners. We've had a couple competitions since then, but rather than continuing doing the same thing over and over again, I wanted to revive this show and I wanted to be able to bring people out here and talk about whatever you got going on. So when we had a couple of test sessions, we had some great guests up here. And I love the fact that the community comes out, they show love, they ask questions, and they want to be a part of something. So this is why I revitalized this format, because I really want to hear what y'all got to say. Plus, there's a lot of topics that happen and people don't get a chance to speak on it. We see stuff on Instagram, we see people posting, a little bit of conflict here, a little bit of drama there, and that's just a part of things in the community. You got to be able to overcome that. You got to be able to rise above it, and you got to just be able to be better. A lot of times we got people out here that are trying to bring you down with negativity, anything that's going to try and put some kind of negative cloud over you. And I just want to share with y'all that you don't have to deal with that. You can just keep that positivity. You can connect with people. All these people in this room are amazing creators, amazing people in the community. Shout out to all of y'all. Just look around at all the people that are here right now. This is just one place that y'all can find people that you can actually connect with. But outside of this room, there's so many great creators. You can go on Instagram and just start following people. That's how I found so many people after a while. Because in the beta, I'm sure y'all know there wasn't many people in here. And so when we had shows like this, the crowds were much smaller, the capacities were much smaller. And we really wanted to be able to connect and keep spreading this love and spreading this positivity and be able to keep connecting this community. So a lot of the things that I've been doing is thanks to all the things that y'all been doing. And I'm so grateful for each and every one of y'all, not just out here in the crowd, but also watching on the Vidyuu Nights channel. So shout out to y'all. So anyway, what is Horizon Live? Horizon Live is just an open show to give y'all a chance to talk. I want to know if any of y'all got any questions. Obviously, the mic right here, it is open all night. If y'all have a question to start it off, if you have a question for somebody who's up on stage with me, that's what that mic is for. I don't want y'all to waste no time and hold back. I want y'all to come up here, be like, hey, you know what? I got a question for you, Oculus. I got a question for you, whoever's up here, and it can be anything you want, because I want people to actually speak the truth, be honest, and I take a lot of inspiration from all the things that y'all have been doing. So I want to be able to leave this wide open. I want it to be honest. I want it to be real. I want it to be real. I got a little feedback from MetaMasters, and I need you to slide back just a little bit, if you could. You could. All right, so shout out. I see Neoverse is in the house. Shout outs, One Verse, number one podcast in the metaverse. Beezy, I need you to fix MetaMasters for me, bro. I'm non-stop echoing over here. And you gotta back it up. What in the hell? Did y'all see where my kick script just went? I was gonna slide him out
I
to the
just wanted
side.
to check this out real quick, see what everyone was talking
Ding,
about.
ding, 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 ding.
All right, we'll hang out for a little bit.
All right, while MetaMasters is sliding around and getting the audio issues fixed, I want y'all to look around the room. This is something that I want to do every Sunday. I'm not going to announce who the guests are. I'm not going to put people up and have y'all getting hype about it and then start asking questions early or maybe start burning out of just all the advertising of who's going to be up here. But I want y'all to look around the room right now. I want you to look and I want you to see who's in the house right now. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, I got not just one, but I think I'm going to take two guests and I'm going to bring them up here. And I don't know if they know who they are yet, but who do you want to see up on stage? I want y'all to point to them right now. Look around the room. I want you to point to who you think you want to see up on stage. I see a couple of y'all pointing over here, pointing to Lord Jules. Okay. Atwall pointing up here to MF Sun. JDun, surprise. You pointing to JoyReign. We got Sheila SVR pointing Neoverse. There's a lot of amazing creators in here. So shout out to each and every one of y'all. If I don't say your name, no disrespect. Trust me, I'm not leaving y'all out. I love each and every one of y'all. A lot of people pointing to Neoverse. You must have something to say. Let me give Neoverse 15 seconds of fame, and then I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all who's actually coming up on stage because I'd love to talk to Neoverse. Please, y'all, welcome Neoverse. Let's show that confetti, show that love, throw them hands in the air for Neoverse. Neoverse doing big things right now. Go ahead and unmute and come up on the stage and let's talk for a minute before we bring our actual guests on the stage. Go ahead and work that mute button for me. You can get a high five first. You can get a high five first.
Shoot.
Get that mute button before you gotta work that out. It's a little easier with a
There we go.
podcast. Everything's
Hey,
live.
everybody. Sorry about that. I was like literally talking. I was like, hey, what's up, everyone? How's everybody doing? And I was saying, what's up? Thank you for having me on. I didn't even
Yeah.
expect it. I just came to watch and see how you doing up in here. It's
See, that's what
funny.
it's about. I want to bring people up here, especially if I got a lot of people pointing and they really want to hear what you got to say. But One Verse Podcast, I mean, first of all, shout out what you're doing and what you got going on because some of y'all might not know. Number one podcast in the metaverse. Tell them about it.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. It's the number one podcast in the metaverse, podcast where we give everybody voices, everybody to share their stories, share their passion, whatever it is that they're doing in the real world that they're trying to mix with Horizon World here in the digital space. So yeah, it's a platform where we're all one in the metaverse, you know?
That's what's up. Now, y'all, you've had some big names already on there. I mean, you've been doing this for how long now? Maybe 6 months, and you already got some real major players up on there. You want to shout any of them out and talk about this experience?
Yeah. We started in literally January. January 1st was literally our first episode. So what, 7 months? And yeah, ever since that 7 months, that first episode, we started going ham. We started just connecting with people, bringing different people in, giving them voices from, Angel the artist, Hardy West, even yourself, Oculus, Danica,
Oh,
Coda.
that was
I'm
on the
sure you
hush.
guys have seen. Yeah, it's on the hush hush. It's coming though, but it's okay. Um,
You got any
yeah, we
footage from
had
my podcast?
yeah, we do. And it was good,
I know we
man.
got to get together and wrap that up,
Very
but
well spoken, by the way. Very well spoken. Very
oh,
well. That was like the highlight. Very well spoken. But yeah, we've had big names, the ones that I just mentioned, and plenty more to come. And I think the biggest name that we're gonna have is literally gonna be on the 18th of this month. It's literally
oh,
gonna be revolutionary. We're gonna make some history, literally, not just for the Oneverse, but for everybody in this space, because it's gonna bring a lot of eyes to Horizon Worlds.
that's
So
amazing.
be
That's
ready.
great to hear.
Start finding your niche. Start positioning yourself because it will be revolutionary.
Revolutionary. Now that's something that that's a real tall order to deliver. I mean, we've had some pioneers come in here that have been knocking it out of the park since early days back before the beta, during the
Yeah,
beta,
that's true. That's
wide
true.
open for North America. Now we got the UK in here, but you're telling me that you got something that's going to blow all that out? Revolutionary?
I wouldn't say blow all that out because everybody has a little piece of the revolutionary. I'll say is a piece of it
Yeah, yeah.
for sure. A piece of
Oh,
it
what's up?
to where it will bring a lot of eyes. I wish I could say what it is and who it is that it's gonna
Hey,
on the podcast, but I'll say just stay tuned to the One Verse. Stay in tune to our Instagram, and you'll find out and you'll see what I'm talking about.
that's awesome. That's awesome, man. Appreciate you sharing that a little bit with us. Now, as far as the One Verse and number one podcast in the metaverse, now when you first popped up, you had the One Verse group, and it wasn't actually just it wasn't just Horizon. It was more of just a One Verse group of a lot of just connecting and just supporting other creators, and then it turned into the One Verse Horizon podcast. What was that transition there? Did it even matter the rebranding, or was it just more to clarify what y'all were doing in the metaverse?
Well, honestly, when we first started, we literally started just in Horizon venues. A lot of us, that was like our first like
Mm,
little, interaction with this Oculus. It was Horizon venues, it was just mostly just seeing concerts. There, it was easy to like meet circles of people, go in there and just talk and conversate. So going in there, that's kind of like we met a group of people, everybody was taking pictures, and it was like, man, how can we send each other those pictures? the solution to that was like, well, don't we make a Facebook group and we just post the pictures there and you can save it from there. So that Facebook group was like, what should we call that Facebook group to upload these pictures? It was like, let's call it, first it was OG, it was OG verse, OG verse.
Mm-hmm.
That was like the initial name. And that was just to have other creators put up their pictures so they could save it and post it if they wanted. Then it kind of like turned into like this community that's starting like adding each other there so they could get the pictures and interact with each other. But then that led to new ideas and more deeper conversations and to
was trying to get
figuring
on
out
this
a
dude's
new niche
podcast.
in the space. And then that's when we started talking in groups, going into Horizon workrooms, having meetings, seeing what can we do and strategize. And that's where we came and we came together and we figured out that a podcast would be pretty dope. And that's kind of like how it started. Like, then we switched that to the one verse because OG verse, it wasn't so much of a ring. So we said, you know what? Everybody comes together in this place. Everybody's really nice. So let's do something that represents everybody. So one verse, everybody's one in the metaverse. That's how that came along. And then the podcast, it made sense because we were kind of like founded by having conversation with people, by getting to know people's perspectives and intellectual mindsets. That's how it initiated.
That's an incredible story. When I first jumped into the One Verse group, I saw most of that, the venues, pictures being shared, a lot of just connecting with people. And I wasn't sure what it was, but I at least wanted to be a part of it because it looked like a lot of y'all were really just keeping with that positive mindset and with really elevating each other. And of course, sharing all of y'all experiences and through the pictures. But have you had any, I guess, obstacles that you had to overcome from when you first started doing this in venues to where you are now and trying to get these talented creators on your show, or getting to the point where your show was where it is now? Anything you struggle with? Maybe some advice to share with those who are trying to get out here and do their own thing.
I'll say the video part, right? Like filming a video, getting the content that you create in here to the outside world so
Hmm.
people to view it. That was like the hardest challenge because it's not really designed the easiest to record a video, edit it, and then put it up and send it. It's kind of like a little complicated. It takes a little bit of time to kind of like figure out what that process is and how to make it work in the best
Hmm.
quality that you can. So that was like our hiccup, like figuring out how we're gonna like, oh, how do we record in here? Oh, we got to take it out of this headset, import it to the PC. Oh wait, maybe sometimes it doesn't work because you have a Mac. So it was mostly like recording and then the process to get this video into a platform that you can actually edit it professionally and then post it. That was like the
Wow.
hardest
And how
part
many of
at
y'all out
first.
here creating video content for your for Horizon, for your avatar? I see
Hey,
NY. I see a bit of luck.
I
J
see
Dunn.
JDun up there.
See Meta. Oh, we got Jaw. We got Sensei. Man, y'all are
Yeah.
feeling this exact pain, and y'all got through it. How many of y'all still struggling? Because I'm sure some of y'all still struggling. It's all right. I struggled for a long time. That's all right. So if y'all got questions, come up onto the mic, because this man right here, he's gone through that whole process, and now he got a product that he's perfected, and maybe he got some gems that he could drop for y'all. One more question I want to give to you, and then I'll let you go, unless you got anything that you want to share with them. As far as one verse, what's next? You got the platform, you got the world. Talk about the world a little bit, because I know you shouted that out when we first met. Tell me a little about the world that you have for the One Verse podcast and how that came together.
So the world build came together thanks to Dunder Builds. Dunder Builds, we also met him once again by having conversations, having those deep conversations, getting to know people. We've seen his builds. He's talented at what he does. And it was just like a natural conversation that came along. It's like, hey, we don't have a world yet. And he heard about us wanting to do a podcast. And we saw his builds. Like, hey, why don't we like partner up on this? Why don't, like create a podcast for us? That'll be amazing. We'll give you a shout
Hmm.
out. We'll put you on there. We'll help you out as you help us out. And that's kind of like how it came along with like that vision. Just two people helping each other out. Well, one verse with him, just kind of helping each other out um, to make that vision come true. And he did that. He made that. He pulled through. He pulled through. I'm sure you guys seen the one verse world. That is fire. He did a great job on it.
Yeah, if you haven't checked it out yet, check out the One Verse World. Shout out Dunder Builds for that work you put in for the One Verse team, and of course, shout out your whole team. Shout them out real quick. Who all's a part of your team that makes this all come together? From who's right there on the floor with y'all in during the podcast and behind the scenes? Because I'm sure it's a whole production that takes to make these things work. As we all know, if we're doing any content creation.
Oh yeah, man. Shout out to Schlick, me, and Isaac. We're like the original founders. This is pretty much the three of us, the main ones.
Oh, so y'all still grinding. That's what's up. That's great to hear. So for Neoverse, if y'all got any questions, I see Cupid is up here. If you got questions, come on down to the mic. And then once we get done with the questions, we're gonna go ahead and bring up our special guests. That way y'all can please welcome them to the stage. Cupid 214, just
So,
walk up to the
do,
mic.
do,
You're
do,
on extended. What's up?
What's
can
up?
you
What's
hear
up?
me? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Hey,
we can.
We can.
I don't know. My controllers keep making me drift. Um, I've been here since February, I guess February-ish. Okay, I've
Mm-hmm.
created Knucking Fut's Comedy Club, and because
Oh, hey,
I've
shout
been
that
to
out. Anybody been?
yeah
Anybody been to Knucking
um
Foots?
it's usually
A
on
couple of y'all.
Sundays. It's usually on Sundays. But I've noticed that like I'm not good at player versus player, and I'm 40 years old. I'm kind of late on the podcast thing because I don't know what to put this and then video it. You know what I'm saying? It's like Chinese to me. Like it's a whole different language. But uh how does like I know I've helped jaw jaw over here. He has his comedy club and I helped him build that, and I'm trying to get what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to expand, like people can do the same type of comedy. I just wanted to, like, if a comedian were to tour, if the comedian were to go on tour, they usually do the same material, just different venues, and that's what I want to create. It's like the same material, it's just a different environment. And how do you get, like, I'm trying to get it to where, like, there's a lot of PvP games and stuff like that. It's just I'm trying to push for uh like, because I like comedy, doing and watching. I'm just like,
Mm-hmm.
how do you push it out there to where you start getting a better circulation, to where, like, everybody gets a little bit of love. You know what
But
I'm
what
saying?
are you talking with video content? Like you want to record what you're
Well,
doing to put it out there to get more exposure, or
I mean, just exposure in general. I mean, I might not be good at the whole video content, or like, I mean, I met great people here in the metaverse. And certainly sooner or later I will go past people. I will eventually encounter with people that still like that does great in video content creating. But until then, it's still a struggle on trying to get people to come in and just, like, enjoy a laugh, whether it's for 30 minutes or an
Mm-hmm.
hour. But it's just like, like, I just want, how do you get more feedback? I mean, I have a
all
lot of
right?
people coming in, and the likes are kind of like, I mean, likes and it's not a really big thing. I just want to see more new faces. You know what I'm saying? People stumbling upon these worlds is like how I got into this metaverse. You travel
Okay,
and you
okay.
see.
Well, let me break down what you said because you said a lot there. So I want to kind of break it into
Mm.
pieces and then we'll kind of attack
Okay.
some of
I
this.
think I
So
got
the
it though. I
first
think I
thing
got an answer
being
for you
that,
though. I
all
definitely got
right,
an
go ahead,
answer
go
for
ahead.
him though. So pretty much, in order to get more like feedback and more people to get to know it, two things, well, three things. Um, Create a promotional video, use your social media platform, and socialize with big creators. Get them to be on board and see your vision to where they could tell about they could talk to people and tell them about it. Like right now, if you brought a production, if you showed him the vision and he liked and if he believed it, he could tell everybody right here right now about your comedy thing, right? So get creators, socialize, connect with people, and also create a promotional video, make an appealing video that showcases like a little, little flash of whatever the comedy is, little, little a teaser, something that makes people like, oh, what is that? I want to see what that is. And use your social media to
Mm-hmm.
post that in. tag Horizon World, tag Metaverse, friend people, become friends with the VR accounts on Instagram and stuff like that. People get to see that. Utilize those three
Okay.
things. Promote, make a promotional video, conversate with people, let people know your social media and friends, sort of like meta celebrities like this guy right here, be friends with them. Well, a lot of these people actually.
All
Well, one thing
right.
I want to tag on to the end of what he's saying is, on top of using your social media, just go and network with people. If you want people to come
Right.
to your
Big
world,
time.
you got to have people that want to come to see you, that want to come to your world and support you. A lot of the times when I go to a world, people send me an invite. There'll be like two or three people there, and they're like, "Oh, thank you for coming, thank you so much." And a lot of people will see all these invites on their wrist blowing up, and eventually they'll just stop showing up. So just inviting people all the time to your world, a lot of times it turns people away because you're just constantly hitting them up trying to bring them to the world. When people want to come see your world, it's because they want to come see you. They want to come see whatever you got going
Mhm.
on. So use the event system, network with people, keep it genuine, because people who actually genuinely want to come and support you are going to come support you. Use the Discord, use the community group. There's so many platforms that you could literally just say I exist. Even Horizon Worlds, like you said, tag Horizon Worlds. Somebody on Wednesday came to tours. They were talking about they didn't want to publish their world yet. It wasn't polished. It wasn't ready. Needed some scripting. Wasn't done. And everybody there was like, just publish it. Just get it out there. Tag Horizon. Post it in the community group. I got 3 messages the next day asking if I knew who this person was because they wanted to check out that world. And I was just blown away. It was like, because I actually met with this person in tours, people there were giving them the encouragement to just post that world, and it's already on Meta's radar. Like, that's all it takes is just do it, do the work, just post it and tag Horizon, and they'll find it,
Okay.
and they're interested.
All right.
That's
Thank
right.
you.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Appreciate the
good luck with
question.
everything, by
Appreciate
the
you
way.
popping up.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Hopefully in a couple of months you can check them out and bring them on the podcast and be like, remember on Horizon
Uh,
Live where you were just trying to get some
yeah, right.
traction? Where we at now? And be like, I'm on the top 100, baby. I am doing it. Like,
And
that's
I
what's
would
up.
love to see that. I would definitely love to see
Hmm.
that.
I mean, the community genuinely does care about people, the world's just blowing up and getting
Sorry.
traction and giving people more options to go and see. It's not just about what world do we see every single day in the top 100. It's about all these new creators and these new worlds. And I just love seeing it. So, Neoverse, anything else you want to share before we go ahead and bring on our special guests? Shout out where they can find
Hey,
you. Any advice? Floor is yours.
make sure to follow the One Verse on Instagram. We're on Spotify, YouTube. But the message that I want to leave you guys is positive vibes attracts whatever you really want to achieve. So make sure to always put out positive vibes because that would attract anything that you're trying to build and the type of people that you need around you to flourish and succeed.
Positive vibes is right, and that's kind of something we had from our last show. Anything that you put out in the metaverse, it gets amplified, and it's wild how it works. Like, whether it's positivity, negativity, if it's just your energy, if it's your willingness to help somebody out, it really is modified in here, so, and amplified. So appreciate you, Neo, for coming out on the
Appreciate you. Thank you,
stage.
man.
I love
Thank
when
you. Thank you.
people humor me and just pop up on here unexpectedly. And I want to do this every
Thank you,
Sunday.
everybody.
Number one, just to bring people up here to give them a chance to just say a couple of words and answer some questions, but also just so that way we can have some fun. All right, I'm gonna go
Yeah,
ahead and
thank you. I
send you
didn't even
back on
expect
up
it.
top. Go ahead and grab
See you
a
guys.
chair, and then we're going to talk about our next guest. I hope I sent him there, not to the timeout box. I haven't tested this. Nah, he's up there. All right, y'all. Throw some confetti for Neoverse. Throw some confetti for Neoverse. We appreciate you
We
coming
can.
out.
We can run.
So before we bring up our special guests, I
They're
want to
gonna have
remind
a
everybody we
margarita.
are live streaming. We got
Yeah.
DJ Carlos up here live streaming to the Vidyuu Nights channel. Shout out Vidyuu,
Where you
shout
going,
out
Golden?
Lakes 05.
My world again?
Without Vidyuu Nights
Mine.
and Vidyuu tutorials,
Alright.
there's so
What are
many
yours?
creators that would
That's
still
alright.
be
I'll
trying
meet
to
you over there.
find content, still be trying to find educational information on how to script, how to build. So we got to shout them out. And also, that's why I always support Vidyuu, because it's always supporting the community. So you can find this stream, you can play it back live, you can play it back later on or watch it live on Vidyuu Nights, youtube.com/Vidyuu Nights. All right. So this time when we look around the room, let's see who can get it right. Who's coming up on stage? Who do you think? Go ahead and look around, see who's here, see who you think's going to come up on stage as our special guest. Oh, we got a couple of people pointing to themselves. We got a couple of people that are on the money. All right, y'all. I want y'all to throw a lot of confetti. My first guest. I've been wanting to get this person on stage with me just to share some love, some positivity, some gems, some solid advice, and just just an amazing person. I can't stress enough how amazing this person is. Once I finally find him on my paper, now that people are loading in and out. Mm-mm-mm. All right, y'all. Please welcome to the stage. Oh my God, this is why you gotta
The suspense.
have this prepped up. Yeah, the suspense is building. That's what's happened. Super joined, and now everything is going crazy. Welcome to the stage, y'all. JoyReign. JoyReign, welcome to the stage. You had some people pointing at you. You a celebrity in here. You got some love from the
Oh
crowd.
my
Throw that
gosh.
confetti. Show everybody, show Joy some love right now. I
Hey
know y'all done
y'all.
seen Joy in your world, seen her on the Dun Right YouTube, the JDun TikToks, but Joy,
Yes.
you are your own essence and such a powerful
Aw.
person in the metaverse just on your own. So I didn't want to just bring Jay Dunn up and then have the limelight shining. Plus I wanted to give him a chance to get some good pictures of us together while we up on stage, and
Aw.
then we'll go ahead and bring him up here. But please share a little bit about
Aw.
yourself. Share a little bit about what you enjoy in here, friends you've made. Just talk about whatever you want to talk about, from joining the day you got here to how it's grown into what it is now.
Yeah, so joining in, I actually joined in February. My husband was the one that persuaded me to get the Oculus and whatnot. I had it previously beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
We had it previously beforehand joining Horizon. We were doing virtual date nights and everything like that. But once I got into Horizon, it was like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe all the wonderful people here that you can meet, and just
Mm-hmm.
the possibilities are endless here. So I absolutely love the Horizon community, especially if you see me on Meta News. I love bringing the
Oh
news,
yeah.
the tea, everything that's going on and stuff in the metaverse. I'm in Horizon, so I absolutely enjoy it.
Now, first of all, let's take it back in the beginning. Obviously, you shouted out your husband like 7 words in. So shout out Jay Dunn. We're gonna bring you up in a second. But let's talk about these date nights. How did date night
Yeah.
in the metaverse work? You joined in February. You got your husband who's trying to get you in here, and then y'all go on date nights? Like that was it? That was the first thing y'all start
So
doing?
Well, this is the thing. Before we even got Horizon, both of us got Horizon, we would have virtual date nights in other applications on the Quest.
Ah.
Um, when we
So y'all
first,
be in Beat
yeah,
Saber
when we
together.
first got
Be like,
it,
hey babe, what we doing?
yeah,
What's going
we
on?
were
Yes, yes.
battling each other and stuff, doing cookout and
Oh,
chopping
that's
up
what's
all kind
up.
of stuff. But yeah, and it was during like the pandemic and everything, and we were dating at the time, and so we would use it as a
Oh,
way to stay in touch and before our wedding and everything like that. And so yeah, it was really cool.
that's incredible. So y'all were connecting over the Oculus while y'all were dating, and then that kind of brought y'all closer together. Is that kind of what I'm hearing, or is that just one way y'all stayed connected?
It's another way that we stayed connected. We were, meet up in person and whatnot from time to
Mm-hmm.
time. But when we were traveling or he was traveling and whatnot, we would connect on the Oculus, and it was just, something that we can do, and we enjoyed it so much. We still enjoy it.
And so from February to July, when did y'all get married? And I'm sorry I'm being all nosy, but this timeline is real short. But in the metaverse, it's
He's
like a
going
year, right?
personal. Yeah, we actually got married last year. Oh, I should save that for my husband. I want him to tell the date of when we got married.
He checking now. He's looking in his calendar. Hey, let's bring him to the stage. Jay Dunn.
Oh,
Give
I
it up
tell
for
you,
Jay
what's
Dunn,
good,
y'all.
what's
Throw
good,
that
what's good, what's
confetti
good,
up.
what's good, what's
Confetti.
good.
I hope this goes on your
Oh,
TikTok if it goes poorly.
oh my God. Okay, hold on. Okay. All right.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
So Jay
Good.
Dunn,
There you
Good.
you
go.
are the the other half of this dynamic duo. I love y'all. I swear, your energy
Yeah,
since
baby,
the
you could drop
day
them
I
off over
met
here.
y'all.
Oh, you should have
Oh, look
stayed
at
right
that.
there.
She giving you.
Seeing you. I like
Oh,
seeing you from that side.
here we
Hey,
go.
man.
Oh my
Hey,
This is.
gosh.
hey,
Get,
hey. See,
I
now I can put
want
my arm
somebody to
up
look at
too.
me the
I
way
can put.
JDun look at JoyReign. You know what I mean? How many of y'all feeling that right now? Like y'all need somebody like JDun, who always hyping up his woman. Shout
Yes,
you out.
it.
But but go ahead,
Okay.
please continue. JDun, what was that date we was just
Ooh,
talking
that
about?
date. Let me think. Let me think. It was December 17th,
Oh,
2021. Around
congrats.
that
Give
seven
some
o'clock
confetti for this
time.
happy
Oh
couple.
yeah, I even had a
I'm
time
happy for
right.
Come
y'all.
on,
Mm.
time.
Come
Yes.
on,
Oh,
time.
look at
And
that.
I was up there
But were
like this.
you
I was
on
up there like
time?
this. I was up there like, nah, nah. As
Were
she
you worried
came
she
down the
wasn't gonna come down the
stairs.
aisle or something?
No, it
Was you worried
wasn't
she
that.
wasn't gonna
It
come
wasn't.
walking out?
This is. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I know this is not part like about the metaverse, but let me say this.
Oh no, this is y'all. Talk
I
about it.
weren't. I wasn't nervous about marrying my best friend.
Oh,
What I was nervous about was making sure that the chicken was hot, um, and that
Oh my
and that
gosh. Oh my
because
gosh.
we had us a nice. Our theme for our wedding was old fashioned love, old country and country
oh,
love. So we had fried chicken, we had it, we were doing it up, you dig, you know what I'm saying? So we was
mm,
having a good time, but it wasn't tears worrying about, her not being there. But this is my best friend, y'all. So going back to the early days of this virtual dating night, I got the
mm-hmm.
Quest 2 launch date 2020 in October when it
Oh
came out.
damn.
Launch date. Okay. A week later, she had it. That's how convincing it
Oh,
was. I was like, yo, you got to get this thing, and like I said, we were dating at the time. So we would do I think the first time, true story. Um, half and half. If you guys have you ever anybody up here play half and half before? It's on the Quest 2. It's a free app. No, okay.
half
Maybe
and
not.
half.
Okay, half and half. Half, yeah, I think it's called half and half, right?
Yes,
Yeah, half
half
and
and
half.
half.
So we were having a really bad day. We had just got the Quest and stuff like that. We were having a really bad day. And she was like, what should we do? I said, you know what? Let's download one of these free apps and just see what happens. So we go to half and half. And I kid you not, it's like entering into a portal of heaven. It was like the most, it was like
Oh wow.
we had never, because, VR is so immersive. So this was early days for us. So we were still like, wow, what is this? What do we do with this? And man, we went to half and half and was just having a ball. We were swimming. They have like a dodgeball type game in there and hide and go seek. And it's just a really fun, loving game. It's a free multiplayer game. So if anyone wants to, go download that. It's completely free, and I'm not sponsoring it. I'm just saying it is a free application you could try out with friends and family. It was really dope.
And we
But
can
yeah, we
catch
started.
that affiliate link in the details of your
Yeah,
TikTok. Is that what it
basically,
is? The affiliate
basically
link.
that affiliate, got to get paid, got to get paid. I'm playing with y'all, man. But we went from that to the true story of the death of this is that I was given the beta key to Horizon in November of 2020.
Oh
I'm gonna go
wow.
hide behind a couch and
You
behind
beat
that.
me in here.
Yeah. So yeah, I had it. Watch what happens, guys. Just to show you the wealth of what creators make a space become. I came in. It was empty. It was nothing here. I came in and I looked around. And I was like, and I never opened the app back up until like November of
Oh.
2021. Okay, like that. So okay, just listen. I literally came in here and I was like, yeah, this because my wife couldn't get in, and we're very big on if she can't do it, if we both can't do it, it's not gonna happen. So if I get something from my Quest, a new head strap, new decal, she's got to have the head strap. She got to have her decal. If we're getting when Project Cambria comes out, we setting aside money for both, two headsets.
How many y'all getting a Cambria? How many
Oh
y'all?
yeah,
How many y'all
Cambria
getting a Cambria out here?
all day,
Come on, y'all.
all day.
Drop them dollars. It's not gonna prove anything for Horizon, but it's gonna look real good on your head. You can look around your
Yeah.
room and you see your dog running around.
Yeah, but so we do everything together. So because she couldn't get in, and she tried. She sent in the beta request. They just didn't give access. And then when the open beta actually happened to everyone in America, I
Mhm.
went in that first day once again. I didn't see much. I went to the plaza. I was like, yeah, went to Soapstone. I was like, okay, this is cool. And then I got back out, and then it wasn't until true story, my wife decided one day, free day that she was at home, I'm gonna go in Horizon and take a look, and she was blown away at what she found. And she was like, babe, you gotta come back, you gotta come in here. And we started going to all of these different spots. Shout out Danica the Stew, of course, was one of those first spots we went to. Shout out
Yeah.
Hardy World for Hardy, one of the first places we went to as well. And we begin to just, and cannot forget the guy that got us to be consistent in
Dane.
here is
Yeah.
Danes.
Same Dane.
What is crazy is I think we was there for his second show, the second official show. He was interviewing. Shout
Mhm.
out to Dollar Beezy, and Hardy was on the stage as well. And we were at
Yes.
Dames, and I was like, "There's a whole talk show in this metaverse. Are you kidding me?" And the brother was just so positive and all about positive vibes, just like you. And man, we started making it to where we have to be there every single Friday. It was that important to
Mhm.
us that we be there every Friday for Dames Live. And that's how we begin to meet Rhonda
Mhm.
X and all of these. That's how I got my first time to speak. I was on stage and I got a chance to say to you how much I enjoyed seeing you on the videos with Vidyuu
Most
and all the
definitely.
stuff like that. And so it's just exciting, man, that it's a seed to the next seed to the next seed. That's what this metaverse is. All of our creations, all the things that people are making in here, even down to the talk shows, even down to the influencers, it's a seed of a seed. So I took some time, and I'm not trying to take over the show, but I took some time to say, what is my contribution? What is our contribution? And you know what happened? The community kind of told us what it was. They would see us together and they'd be like, yo, this thing that y'all doing, this, whatever this is, please keep doing it. And so my
Mhm.
wife was like, baby, we got to start making content around us. We were already putting stuff on YouTube about us dating and VR and stuff like that. But she's like, we need to be more intentional because Horizon is full of great and amazing creators. We need to
Mhm.
bring more people to see these types of worlds, and also want to make sure that we're doing our part to promote it. And so she was like, we gonna, if we got to be the Cosbys of this thing, we gonna be the Cosbys, And so we literally started putting more content out about being couples in here, and um, just being more intentional about showing love, positivity, and specifically for us, being people of color, want to make sure that we shine a spotlight on what's not normally shown in our community. You know what I'm saying? So I want to honor my wife in public, and I tell people this all the time. I don't do nothing in here that I don't do out there. If y'all see me flirting with
Mhm.
my wife right here, you best believe before we got on here, but I can't talk about that. I can't.
Oh
I
my
can't. I can't
gosh.
talk about
This
that.
is a
But
PG-13
yeah,
show, my friend.
it is. Look, it won't even let pick up the cup. It won't. There we go. All right, sip the tea. But yeah, like legitimately everything we are. So we made that our promise. Whatever we are in here, we have to be out there. If we're genuine, if we're friendly, if we're loving, if we're kind, if our belief factor, everything, we bring it straight into here. So we don't use this as a way to be something different. We are exactly who we are in real life. So that's my little spiel, man, about the marriage date. That's how you got here. That's how we
So December
that's how we got
17th,
all of
7
Wow.
this.
p.m. That's the answer.
Good memory,
All
man. Good
right.
No.
memory. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, no, I mean, the love you share for your wife just pours out of you. Like it's crazy because your avatars, the only thing that is tracking is your head movement in your hands, and I can see it. All the
Yeah.
emotion that comes out as you're talking, it's real, and
Oh.
I know you see it too. But I gotta say, besides the fact that y'all are like my favorite couple in the metaverse, just I love seeing y'all's
Hey.
positive energy, the way that
Oh,
y'all
thank
interact.
you.
Tell me about how that early on interaction in VR, you were kind of, just playing games together and now being in Horizon. Are there like very like distinct differences between just co-op playing and being in Horizon Worlds as a couple?
Oh man, tremendous! I would say it's a tremendous change, and this
Most
hopefully helps
definitely.
creators and people who are just investing into getting worlds created in here. Uh, Going to four VR bowling is one of our favorite applications. We've downloaded. I have over 125 apps on my Quest 2. I'm a VR. I'm in it. All right, I'm in it for the long haul. I love everything about virtual reality. She has about 60. You know, and we were doing the co-op stuff, but there was something missing. We were co-oping together, but it's a difference when you come into Horizon, you realize it's real people. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
say that. I'm gonna
Yeah.
say that to this side. I'm a preacher, by the way. I'm gonna say it this side. It's real people. So when we started,
Minus these three in the front. Not these three in the front, though.
what you said?
Besides
Minus
them
those
three in the
three
front.
in the front.
Yeah, but that's beside them three in the front, yes. But
When they come
literally
rolling
when
up on you with their chest out and their hands down with fists going, you know they ready to either fight or record. I always
that's
hope it's
it.
recording.
That's it. But yeah, when we started going to Danes Live, we started realizing just the power of other people, like the sense of presence and social presence in
Mm-hmm.
Horizon is so totally different in any other VR application there is. This is what is a true metaverse type. Over the next couple of years, we're going to begin to see other entries into this space. Other people like Spatial are already here. Rec Room is already here. We tried those, but Horizon just has number one. The avatars are come on, come on. Y'all like the avatars in Horizon over Alt Space. I just gotta just get a little bit more. There we go. There we go. Confetti.
It's not even
We
close.
tried
Not even
we
close.
tried All Space first. We tried All Space first. This was us in All Space. You ready? Here it is. You ready? Oh, that's cool. Oh, okay. What's next? Um that was us in All Space. Where we fall in love with the meta avatars. And over the time they've evolved. We've even been noticing lately just changes in our own face. We're like, that's not. We got teeth a little bit more now. We got this some
Mm-hmm.
more different emotions and things that's popping up. But Horizon is definitely different. What do you have to share on that, baby?
Well, I think as I look at the audience right now, I see a whole bunch of people that I've interacted with, and I absolutely love this community. Everyone is so unique. They bring so much to the table. I actually love the diversity. I love learning
Mm-hmm.
different things about everyone. And so that's what I fell in love with Horizon, and the positivity and everyone who's just trying to contribute to this space to push it further, to make it
Yeah.
better than what it is, and also to be uplifting too. I mean, I absolutely love this. I really do. And I didn't find that anywhere else in any other place.
That's the part.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So one more thing I want you to, if you could elaborate a little more on, because he definitely elaborated on it. So when y'all were co-op playing together and then came into Horizon, like, did you know like right away that like, oh, this is exactly where I want to be with my husband, and we're gonna go on date nights and we're gonna go world hop, or was it kind of like you just eventually just realized that that's what you were doing? Like, what was that process from going from just the co-op to what y'all are doing now?
Well, this is the thing. We love being around people. We love talking with people and just learning from different people. And so when we're playing at the co-ops, mostly it's just closed in, just me and him. Some people come in, they don't. Most people are like, I'm here to play the game and not to talk to anybody else.
That
But
part. Yeah.
here, when you're experiencing the worlds with everyone, you get to know people, and they want to hear what you have to say, and we want to hear what you have to say. And so it begins to build these relationships with people that you wouldn't have known before putting on the headset and getting in Horizon. And I've made so many close friends, even though we're so far away in Horizon. And I keep saying that I absolutely love it.
I
I
want to
mean,
add something
that's.
to that. Yeah.
Oh, go
No,
ahead.
no, no. Just want to add something to that because I have a perfect example. Once again at Dames Live, we're there. It's like probably the fourth or fifth show in. We were leaving out, and one of my Dimples D, which is one of my ladies' friends in here, her fiance first time really in the quest, first time really in. He's off in the corner, just chilling. And she's like, I'm really just trying to get him to fall more in love with the technology and stuff like that. So I'll walk over to him. I'm like, yo, man, what's good? He's like, he's just kind of over there like, yeah, how you doing? Still kind of to himself. And the more we begin to talk, because I was able to walk over to him and say, hey, man, what's good? Talk to him, show my gestures. He began to open up. Like, oh, man, so, what y'all doing here? And we partied up and went straight into going to different worlds and all that kind of stuff like that. It was just so incredible. And then from that day forward, I think we stayed in there till about 3-4 o'clock in the morning with them, just adulting and laughing and having a good time.
Yeah.
And from that day forward, every week is like, yo, I gotta meet up with JDun. We're texting in real life. Yo, let's meet up. Let's do this. And they're calling us on road trips and things like that. We're calling them, and it's just like real friends, people becoming real friends from this. Didn't have that when we were bowling with people in Forever Bowl. We didn't have that when we were doing shooting, because we do. My girl, don't get it twisted. She played Call of Duty better than me. So yeah, she is. She will get you on a shooting game. So we're playing those types of games. We just didn't have the same scenario that we have inside of Horizon Worlds, for sure.
And another thing about Horizon is that you lose track of time. I'm not sure if anyone else has spent hours upon hours. Have y'all lost track of time in here? It's like, oh my gosh, time goes by so fast in Horizon because you're so occupied doing things that you love. And so sometimes we have to set a timer, just to be like, oh, we need to get out of here, or we need to eat, or we need to do something, because
that part.
it's so crazy. And we try to explain this to people who aren't in the headset, and they just don't understand what's going on. So it's our mission, and particularly my husband, you would hear him say that all the time on his YouTube channel, that he's trying to get people who have not put the headset on, family, friends, anyone, to just try to put the headset on and experience this, because, oh my gosh, once you experience it, it is just life-changing. And I know you all have that same experience as well with your family members and friends who don't own the Oculus,
100%.
Oh, so I'm going to ask the audience right now. So how many of y'all struggling to get people in the real world into Horizon or into VR? Show of hands. Because I've had a couple of friends, they come in, they look around, they just don't get it, and they bail. But I mean, I see it. Y'all have the same struggle. It's like trying to make people understand, or at least share a little bit of, hey, just come in, I'll take you on a world hop, or come meet my friends. And they're just like, I'm not really feeling it. And then they don't come back.
Yeah.
So how did y'all break that cycle? I mean, y'all were just interested in VR and you just wanted to be here, or did it take some convincing? Because I think you said next day she had one.
Yeah, it was like the next week. So this is what I've learned. This is the top secret answer to get spouses in here, to get friends in here, etc. Number one, if they're just looking at the that would help. I think that would help for some people. But number one, if you're just showing them a flat video, that's all they see is cartoons. This is cartoons to people. When my mom calls me, she's like, "Oh, you playing them cartoon things y'all be doing? Oh, y'all in that little headset." Until you put the headset on and notice that it's 360, notice that it's real people you're talking to. We brought our sister in one day, and we brought her into the Horizon. We kind of kept prepping her. Listen, it's gonna be real people. And she's like, yeah, whatever, yeah. As soon as she put it on, she was just like, wait a minute, that's the real person talking to me right there. It's like, yes, it sure is. Yes, it is. But the answer to this is you got to find the thing that they're into. So let's say someone's into cars. Well, people are making cars in here. Let's say someone's into a shooting game. Well, bring them to Arena Clash. Let's say someone's into a date night. This is the thing too. I see this mistake with couples, guys, because I'm a man. I'll let her speak for the women, but guys, don't bring your girl in here and take her to Arena Clash. Don't bring your girl in here and bring her to a big club with 40 people in it at the same time. Start off small. They got romantic lands that you could take people to, take your spouse to, take your girlfriend to, etc. Start off small individual private sessions because it's an overload, sensory overload for a lot of people when they first put this on, especially if they're not used to VR. I mean, if you do the first steps tutorial that comes that you could download for the Quest 2, for a lot of people that's too much right there. Oh my god, my digital hands, I'm grabbing blocks, I'm throwing it against the wall, I'm shooting targets. That's a little bit too much for people. But then you bring them in here and you got giant, giant buildings and people jumping off of things. It's a little bit too much. So start off small, find the things that they like, keep it private until they're ready to go public. But that's kind of how we do things. I told her, I want you to experience this with me because we do everything together. I think a lot of times, if we got since I had the headset first and because it was something I wanted, it's like, well, that's what you wanted. But if I'm like, no, I want this because I want you to experience this with me, there's no way I'm not going to have full fun until you're in here with me. And that made her be like, well, let me check this thing out. All I had to do is put it on top of her head. She danced with a robot for like 5 minutes. She said, I got to have it. She's like, I got to have this, and so go ahead.
Oh, I was just about to say we had a funny story. So on on Mother's Day this year, we had both of our mothers over. And so they both asked, "What is this that you all are doing in this headset and everything?" So lo and behold, we get our mothers in the metaverse. And they yeah,
basically
as us. Yes. And so what we did was we had them go through first steps and everything like that. And the first world that we took them to, no lie, was La Colombiana's uterus box.
Oh, wait a minute.
Shout out La Colombiana, the uterus box.
Shout out La
if you don't know what that is, I mean, she invited me. She saw JoyReign was on, and so I was like, "Oh, what she's got going on? I'm gonna go to her world." And I get in there, and it's the uterus box, and our moms are looking, and so I'm like, they're like, "Wait, what is this?" And so we had to explain to them that La Colombiana created an entire world for the female anatomy that you can learn about it. And they were like, "Wait, what is going on?" They started freaking out. They're like, "What is this? Oh my gosh." But the thing that got them though was when I started talking to La Colombiana and they saw that it wasn't just a robot or like a player or something like that. They were like, "That is a real person." We're like, yes, it's a real person talking about the female anatomy. And they were like, "Okay, the world is too much. It's too much for him." So I don't know if you want to take your parents there first. But I mean, oh my gosh. We're trying to get everyone in, even if they don't understand, which our parents didn't, our moms didn't. It was crazy.
I'd have to say that's the most interesting story I've ever heard about introducing family or your parents to the metaverse.
Yes.
Mileage may vary, so wherever you want to take your parents, whether it's Mother's Day to the what's the name of that world? La Colombiana's
the uterus box.
The uterus box, or if you want to take them somewhere else, a little less private, then you got the whole metaverse to. That is the definition of a private instance right there. So I mean, y'all kind of went a little extra, I guess.
Yes.
But in all seriousness, though, shout out La Colombiana because she's been doing incredible
phenomenal
work
work. She did a great
job. I love to see everything that y'all are creating because the creativity just goes well beyond what I can even comprehend. Some of the things that I've seen some of y'all create, I'm just like, I could have never even thought of that, let alone built it. And then it's popping. Have you been to any worlds lately that you just like can't get enough of? Like, what's your date night spot when you come in here?
Oh man, so that's a little bit of a problem for us now. So we've been doing a lot of video content, of course. So that had been the churning. We've been churning like that for months to really grow the channel. Finally hit 1,000 subscribers on the channel, which is a huge milestone.
Hey, congrats.
Yeah, man, appreciate it. But we began, I want to say about 2-3 months ago to begin to say, what, it's time for us to start contributing more to Horizon and start building
Yes.
and doing something.
Mhm.
So, all the creators in here. Like, can I just say this one thing? You guys are freaking amazing. Because creators, you don't know it until you go into your first blank world. That everything is block by block, circle by circle,
Mhm.
square by square, triangle by triangle. You have no clue until you go in there and you see it for yourself and learning
Yes.
that snapping tool the hard way. Literally, my first build was literally
Uh-oh.
Dramatic pause.
Dramatic pause.
His first word
Uh-oh.
was, oh no.
I don't know what he was about to say.
Well, it's kind of funny
Babe?
because I was going to say something about how when they were talking about finding time and setting a timer to not be in the metaverse because the time just is so different. And the thing I
Yeah.
wanted to share was that some people say I'm going to go ahead and leave my headset unplugged, and when I run out of battery, that's it. But then that's the exact situation. You be in a mid sentence and then you just out. You just disappear, like you got ripped out of the
Yes.
metaverse. Like put another quarter in if you want to continue. And so I guess it's the JoyReign show. So y'all give some confetti for JoyReign because she is plugged in.
Hey,
She thought
y'all.
ahead of time.
Yeah,
Shout out. So I'm gonna ask you real quick while he's not here. Are there any embarrassing stories of things that y'all have done in the metaverse? Like you've gone somewhere and people like maybe they recognize y'all from the your YouTube channel or the TikTok, or maybe y'all ended up somewhere and y'all just didn't expect the experience you had. Anything embarrassing or fun you want to share about your travels in the
It
Horizon
happens
world?
all the time, especially since everyone in the metaverse knows that my husband does not have the apartments that they gave us,
Mm,
the penthouse apartments.
I
He
still don't
still
have one
doesn't
either.
have it. Do you have it yet?
Yep. Nope.
Yes, they're like, "Oh, you're the guy that don't have." Everywhere we go, there he is. He's been. But yeah, that's the funny thing is that they recognize him for not having his penthouse.
It's funny you say that because I was gonna ask before he got cut off, and I don't know why he running up the ramp. He I guess he embarrassed. Don't want nobody know he got kicked out. But we actually created some content based on the whole homeless hub. Shout out Tans of VR for the creativity in creating
Shout
the
out.
homeless hub. But on the
Yeah.
serious note, when he created that homeless hub to kind of just give people a space until they get their apartment, he actually took advantage of that opportunity and he put some resources in
mm-hmm.
there to actually make a difference in the real world
Yeah.
for the
Most
homeless epidemic.
definitely.
So for people who are actually struggling with being homeless and looking for shelters, he actually put resources in there. So shout out Tanzer for not only
Yeah.
taking advantage of an amazing opportunity to create a world where people were enjoying themselves, but also to channel people
Right.
into finding those resources to help the real problem out in the real world. I mean, that's just
100%.
levels right there. But I really want to
Most
know
definitely.
what are you doing in my cardboard box and why you take my blanket, because I'm not okay with that.
Whoa,
Can we
man.
talk about what you were
Whoa.
thinking? What were you thinking when you took my blanket? The world wants to know. And while he's thinking about that excuse, the mic is live. So if y'all got questions for this couple, please come up here, whether it's about the YouTube, the TikTok, about, date nights in VR, whatever it may be. Please come on up to the mic. The mic is hot. So explain yourself.
I didn't touch your box. I didn't touch your box, man. But
I
I
feel
will.
like
I
you rode
will.
your cart
I
all up and
look.
down my cardboard, if I'm
Look,
honest. I
man.
seen you riding that
I'm.
cart.
I want to say this, man. I find a way to make content from anything, and when I saw that shout out to my wife. She was in the Discord. Shout out to the Horizon World Discord. If you're not a part of it, go ahead and jump in there. She was like, I was on the road going to shoot a sermon for the church I'm a part of, and um, she was like, "Baby, I think I'm gonna tell them to put your name on the box because you don't have." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, honey." And I'm like, "Okay, babe." And then when I went in there, I said, "Oh, this is gold." I said, "This is gold. I'm gonna run with this. I'm just gonna milk it." So I say, and literally every day I wake up and log on here, and I don't have a apartment. I'm just like, this is great. This is perfect. I'm just gonna keep doing this. So I have 662. You can visit me at 662 Box Avenue in the homeless shelter hub. There you go.
They
All right.
they gave you an address. You got a
Yes, they
mailbox
I
gave
where
me
you
made
an
me
call
a,
for them,
I
right?
address.
made
Oh
me
man.
an
662 Box
All
address,
right,
buddy.
Avenue.
662. There you go.
Box
Come visit them.
Avenue.
So we do have MF Sun at the mic. Go ahead and unmute. Welcome. Appreciate you being here. Go ahead and ask your question,
Awesome,
or if you
awesome.
want to, shout something out.
First of all, I love your love, and I'm a
Oh,
big fan
thank
of
you.
JDun, big fan of Joy, and I'm just so happy that you're here to, like you said, be that example. Um, uh, Shameless plug. Joy was our first winner of VR Sunday Best. What amazing
What?
voice, but not only amazing voice, but just amazing spirit. I've got several people who came up to me and just said that, it was her spirit, it was her love, it was her spirit of giving that
Where do you go?
was really what it
Oh,
was. Not
thank
only
you.
was it her amazing voice, and we thank you for the gift that you shared.
Oh,
The question I had for
thank
Jay Dunn,
you.
but he's not here, but maybe you can answer, Joy. With your YouTube and the TikToks and everything that goes on, what was one of your first sponsorships or larger companies who came in and said, "Hey, we're interested in your brand"?
As far as what my husband does, with his sponsorships, actually, he's gonna have to answer that question. I'm in the videos, and like how PD is all in the videos and stuff like that. But he he handles that information, so I'll definitely save that for when he returns. I'm so sorry I can't
No,
answer
no,
that
it's all right.
question for you,
No
my
worries.
son.
Always. No, he
You
just
need to give
disappeared,
yourself
so it's
more
all
credit.
right.
You gotta give yourself more
Exactly.
credit. You're not just diddy bopping in the back of J Dunn video. It's y'all.
Exactly,
Y'all are
exactly.
the
You make the
content.
videos, definitely.
But I do appreciate the humor though, because y'all are a team. It's y'all too. I mean, I don't think anybody up on here could
Yeah.
ever just say Jay Dunn without JoyReign. I mean, that's y'all are the team. So not only did
Well,
Jay Dunn
just
disappear,
in
but he
case I
broke
do want to
my
share
script.
something,
Mm-hmm.
just in case my husband doesn't get back, is that we are going to be releasing our first worlds together.
I was
Really,
hoping that y'all would
really
announce that. That's
soon.
amazing.
Yes, and so we're super excited. We both collaborated on both of our worlds together. And it is the process, just like he said, was, oh my gosh, I can't believe this happened. But I mean, it's like it was amazing. We learned so much. We saw so much from other people and tried to implement some of those things. And we cannot wait to show everyone what we've been doing.
So you said worlds. Y'all both built a world or built a world together?
Built several worlds together.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. So tell me about that
Yeah,
experience. Were
several
y'all
worlds
building together the whole
together.
time, or did you go in one at a time and kind of like just check on what y'all got and then, built off of that? Like, how was that experience for y'all?
Yeah, so we each had our own individual visions for what we wanted to do. And so we would break off and, do our concepts and whatnot. But then after we would come in and check on each other and see, oh, you may need help with this, or you may need help with this, or does this look right? Or, just piggyback off of each other and really collaborate. But each one of
Mm-hmm.
our individual visions we brought together to life together.
Oh, wow. So talk about
Yeah.
that process of world building, because you never built worlds in any other platform before this, right? This was your first experience?
No, This is our first experience building, and we have been world hoppers ever since we got in here. And
Mm-hmm.
I myself, I know I was like, oh, I don't need to do this. I could just promote everybody else's world and support other people's visions and whatnot. But whenever you have something on your heart that you want to release to the world, you should do it. And I encourage everybody, if you have something in your heart that you want to build it, no matter what it looks like, no matter how it is. Just build that first world. Don't get discouraged. It's a little discouraging sometimes, but build it. It's okay. And just present what you have to the world.
It's great that you shared that, because my question to you was going to be about the struggles during the build process. Because when I first got
Yeah.
in here, I didn't want to build anything. I had no interest. I was here for the social. During the pandemic, I was like, let me just go out and find people to connect with, because I got this VR
Yeah.
headset. I got this Horizon World. It's supposed to be a social app. And the struggles of trying to figure out how to build and the limited amount of scripting I did, I know my own
Yeah.
struggles, but talk about yours and talk about JDun's struggles that y'all kind of came to. And did you help each other out in anywhere along the way?
Yeah. So when I came in, I had several worlds that I built and I scrapped them. I said, nope, this isn't good enough. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. And I'm like, and then I took a break and I was like, wait, what are you doing? Just because it's not translating what you see in your brain doesn't mean that it's a bad idea and that you should scrap it. Take your time and put thought into it and get it done. And the challenge, it will, once you overcome that challenge, it's so rewarding that it's amazing. I think my husband's back.
And I see, I was gonna
I, th-
say he
I thought I
was
saw him.
here. I opened up the unlock for him to get on stage, but
Yeah, he disappeared again.
he disappeared again. So we're gonna lock the door until he come back. Did you have any help from any other builders outside that you want to shout out? Was it just you and him, or how did that come
It was
along?
just me. It was just me and my husband, and my good friend Mike the Guru helped me with some scripting
Oh, hey.
in my world. So shout out to Mike the Guru. Um but in my husband's world, I think he has it was just him and some other collaborators with him as well to build assets. But as far as the world is concerned, my husband built that, and also I contributed as well.
Very nice. I see we got Same Dame on the stage. First of all, everybody see some confetti for Same Dame. If you haven't yet, go check out back
Hey,
all of
Sam.
season one of Dame's Live. Seriously, Same Dame, appreciate you being here. Do you have a question?
Hey
You want
guys.
anything you want to share?
Yeah, actually just wanted to share a couple of comments. I wanted to wait for JD to come back because I mean that guy is awesome. If anybody has not had the opportunity to kind of speak with JD, I mean he is on top of his stuff. He's a very
Yes.
encouraging man, and I thank you guys for at least sending out some shout outs, some encouragement for me. Also, DB in the house. I seen him earlier. But some funny stuff is that we all are at a point now where we're growing in horizons, and I'm so happy to see you guys doing so many great things. But the funny thing is that I see JD's got 120 games on his Oculus, and you only have 60. So we've got some work to do to get those matched up, right, Joy?
Yeah.
Is he not sharing his games? Is that what that's about?
Oh, we gotta get that those games shared or something. But I thought JD was gonna be here, probably make that a little bit more funnier. But I really
Oh
appreciate
no.
him. Most of all, he's one of those guys that have reached out to me during the summer. My daughter plays softball. I'm a coach, so that day where I had to choose between the Oculus or being there for my
Mm,
kids, was a day that I said, nope, we're putting this Oculus down. So we've been out of Oculus for about 2 months, but we're gonna be back. Dames Live will be back in August, so you guys be on the
Awesome.
lookout for that. God bless you guys. God bless you, Joy. God bless JD. Wish he was
Thank
here to hear
you.
these words. And God bless everybody out there in
know.
Horizon World. You guys continue to do what you're doing. Thanks, Oculus.
Appreciate
Thank you
that.
so
And like
much,
you heard it here first,
Dame.
Dame's Live is going to be coming back in August. So make sure you follow Same Dame, Dame's Live on Instagram. Same Dame's going to be putting out more content. So make sure you're following him on Instagram. And shout out Same Dame. I had to be at his first and second. I think I only missed one of season one, and I came out for season two of all of his shows because I was really interested in hearing what he had to say, what his guests had to say. The way that it was advertised, the information that he was sharing, the energy that he was putting
Mm-hmm.
out, it was just like from the
Yeah.
moment I didn't even meet Dame yet, and I was already just intrigued and I was interested and I wanted to be in the room, and that's where I met you and JD the first time. But every person that I've
Yeah.
seen on there has had quality information to share, shouting out people,
There
elevating the
he is.
community. So shout out Dame for everything that you're doing and for the people that you're bringing on your show. Really, if you haven't checked it
Yes.
out yet, please do. JDun, I was almost going to bring you on the stage again. Go ahead and walk through that stage entrance over there because my script broke, so I can't bring. Oh, did I bring? Did he get lost? There he is. Welcome JD back to the stage.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Welcome,
Oh my
JD.
goodness.
I missed like half the show. All right.
I've got to come back to the mic because JD's here. Just want to tell you, man.
Go ahead, Dame.
Excuse me. It's bedtime.
Mhm.
Just want to tell you, man, I love you, brother. You're doing a lot out here, and I appreciate you. Keep doing what you're doing. Let God bless you and continue to reign, my friend. Take care,
Man.
Joy. Take care, JD. I gotta go.
Appreciate
Guys.
it. Appreciate you, man.
No
See,
problem.
Appreciate you.
That's that positivity that we were talking about early on. Like immediately came back to the mic just to share that positivity with
Wow,
you and to just
yeah,
shout you
yeah.
out. Like that just shows character of all the people in the metaverse just wanting to give that love
Yes.
back. And I'm so grateful to be a part of that. Have you had anybody that's just shown y'all like like an amazing amount of love for no reason? Like you'd be like, why are they like hyping me up? Like I know your husband do it every damn day. But outside of your husband, anybody else just hyping y'all up or showing y'all extra amount of love?
For one, man,
I wasn't talking to you, bro. I'm
oh,
trying to give Joy some spotlight. You just got here. Come on.
Oh my
Give your wife
gosh.
some time to talk. Go ahead, Joy.
it-
Who
go
giving you
ahead, baby.
love
Yeah, go
aside
ahead,
from
baby.
JD?
Well, the whole Meta News crew, shout out to all
Oh,
of
shout
them,
them
Miss
out.
Rocks
Roxy.
and everybody. Yes,
Mhm.
Meta News crew. But I really experience love from everybody that I encounter. We have a great conversation. It's something to connect with everyone that I encounter with. So shout out to everybody, including the audience. I mean, shout out to y'all. For real.
Seriously, shout out y'all because I
Everyone
mean,
shows
just
so
showing
much
up.
love in here. So
I know it's not for me. Y'all see me everywhere. It's for them up here on the couch. So shout y'all out for sticking it through, asking your questions. And please, the mic is open. Don't be shy. Come on up here, give them their flowers, and go back to your seat if you want. But
and also to
the
you, Oculus. I mean, you
I was
shout
that's
us
what I was
out all the
trying to
time.
say before he
don't
rudely
don't take the
interrupted.
credit. Don't take the credit. Go ahead,
I
Joy.
was about to
Tell me
say,
about it.
yeah, for sure,
No, I'm
for
just
sure,
playing.
you man. See this guy,
No.
this guy. But yeah,
I try to just show love to everybody, so don't think it's any additional love. It's the same. Like I keep it flat. Like as soon as I run out, I'm moving on. So you see Neo was on here, and I was like, all right, your love is up. I got to get JD and Joy up here. No, but in all seriousness, I just love y'all. So, oh, we got MF Sun back. What you got?
Yep. I
yeah,
came
man,
back.
I
I
missed
came
you. I
back.
missed you, man. Yeah.
No, it's all good. Again, I love y'all love and I appreciate you. The question I had before you left out is so the first time a business came up to you and said, "Hey, we loved your work and we'd love to sponsor you." How did that feel? What did that feel like
Mm.
that, you were actually getting somewhere
Wow.
with
Yeah.
your with the content that you were putting out?
Okay. Yeah,
Great
man.
question.
That's a loaded question too, because I have multiple instances that I can speak on. So there's two sides. It's two sides to be that. Number one, literally the day I hit 1,000 subscribers, I had two people reach out. I mean, immediately reach out to me, like within 20 minutes, reach out to me of me posting, oh, I hit 1,000 subscribers. Like, yo, we want to
Mhm.
sponsor you. We love your content. And I was like, oh, hold up. Like, the shock value of, wait a minute, all this hard work I've been paying, doing everything I've been trying to do, and now someone wants to pay me to do it. Oh my goodness, that's insane. But then there's the other side of it that companies also see you and say, man, I want you to come work for me. I want you to be, come do it for my company. And I had a scenario that literally popped up. Amazing company who does VR work, and I had been building a relationship with them, and amazing opportunity. And the only thing is that I could not do my YouTube channel anymore. And so I had to battle between um, taking a job in something that I love and pushing a brand, or continuing the journey for free. Well, not for free, but you know what I mean. Continuing to believe in my own channel and believe in my own moves, that eventually I'll get to that same pay scale without a company like in that capacity. And I had to, after much prayer, because I'm a man of faith, you know that already. Um, uh, Much prayer, speaking to my wife, and us just seeking wise counsels, because the scripture does say to seek wise counsel in all those types of decisions. We decided that it was not the move. Literally, now this is the thing. That was before I hit 1,000 subscribers. After I did that, I got 200 subscribers in a week. So I want to reference that to say that to people in here, because I want to answer your question directly. It felt amazing to have companies reach out to me, to see the positivity, to see that your work, when you do something that you love, that you've labored on for a year, that you've done when everybody thought you was crazy. I own a record label as well, and half of my team was just like, what are you doing with these VR headsets? And I'm like, believe me, I know it seems weird, but just follow me. This is the future. And so to have companies saying, yeah, we believe in it, and we believe in you, and we want to give you money to do that, it's incredible. I just always tell people, make sure that whatever brand you're associating with and any connection that you're connecting with, make sure that it's a part of your moral status. My channel is all about positivity. Specifically for me, I wouldn't do certain type of content on my channel.
Oh, you were breaking
up. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll do a certain amount of certain type of content on my channel because of what I stand for and who I am. Once again, I'm not going to do something I'm not going to represent something here that I wouldn't represent out there, right? But once you have that, man, go with your move. Just make sure you have everything in writing and contracts. Don't just do anything under the table. Don't just, do everything decently and in order. Once again, I could keep going back to scriptures, but that's me. Spirit of excellence, decency, and in order. So when you see my content, it's the spirit of excellence. We don't just put anything out. Let me tell y'all something. I got a reel right now that's got 5,000 views, and it's 8 seconds long. Okay. Ask my wife how many times we recorded the clip that goes before the clip. Like, we recorded it 20, 30 times
20,
before
30 times?
just for 20, 30 to just for me to just go, oh yeah, then switch to the VR. You're like, my hand going here and there. Like, just doing that because I put that into this because I'm trying to sell not just me, but I want them, when people watch this content, they go, what is this horizon? Like, what I'm trying to put on for all of us. So that when the influx of people coming in here, it's like, wow, this stuff is really good. And so brands see that and say, well, if you give that same level of care that you did for that 8 seconds, what if we hired you on to do, a whole series, or maybe we can hire you on to do a whole show around Horizon. Well, man, now it just begins to roll. So I hope I answered your question, man. 100%. Appreciate you, bro.
You did. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Of course, brother.
Before you ask your question, Lord Jules, go ahead and unmute. But I wanted to say to you, so I know you just recently hit your 1,000 subscribers, but where are you at now? You say you just got another 200 from there, or
so that's what I was saying is when that company had reached out to me, I was at 800 subscribers, and literally when I declined that and was like, I can't do it. It's just not aligning right now. And I went back. It's like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep believing in myself. That's when I gained like 200 subscribers in a week, and that was just the insane piece. But now I'm at 1,002, almost 1,150, and it's only been like
1,150.
Yeah, Yeah, it's only been 2 weeks since then, and it's kind of Super. Shout out to Super in the building. He knows the grind. We've been grinding since day one in here. So we've been like grinding brothers. Like yeah, I'm promoting him. He's like, yo, bro, I see you, whatever. And he know the grind. Like that content creation is, oh, it's a lot of work, man. So to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, y'all, I'm telling you, it's a work. You can have the most amazing content on the planet, but it's hard to get those people to hit that subscribe button. But just keep doing it. That's if I can just say this to anyone in here who are content creators, period. Because Super started at 0, I started at 0 on TikTok. Same is just keep going. Believe in yourself. You building the world. Keep going. I didn't get a chance to speak. I kind of, my wife's in the other room, so I can kind of hear what the conversation was. We just started building worlds, and we've went through 8 worlds before we about to launch our first 3. And yeah, we're about to launch 3 worlds like in kind of back to back. And literally we started and we had to be like, okay, that we thought it was cool. Oh, we got blocks up. Oh, we made it look like wood. Oh man, we made this move over there. That's really cool. And then we delete the world. All right, next world. And it's like starting over and over. But it's the process of keep going, because every day I log back in, I was like, you know what? There might be a better way to do this. I made a chair, and I was like, the chair is like, it was square. It was like, yo, but that's and I was like, that's not right. Maybe I need to do an oval. Maybe I need to do this. And then you come back the next day. Well, okay, if I do some red here and then put it under this, you literally begin to have these building blocks every day. You get better. I believe in becoming 1% better every day. 1% better every day. Every day, if I could just get better 1% a day for the rest of my life, every single day, my skills get faster. I can edit a video now, and I literally, we shot a video, and she was like, babe, we got like 5 minutes of like, the video's going to be done in 3. Like a whole video edited, ready to go, hashtags, everything ready to go. We in the car. She's like, that was 5 minutes. I was like, yeah, 5 minutes. That's all I need to get in front of a computer, because I've done it so much. I've been doing video editing since I was a kid. So, I'm 36 now. So for me, I'm like, yo, I could do this. But I just wanted to get at, because I think a lot of people give up. A lot of people give up. Do not sleep on yourself. You can do it. I'm a witness. I told you I'm a preacher. I'm sorry. So you're just going to get a little bit of my preacher side. I'm a witness. If me and her can do it and put blocks together and make them a wall, anyone in here can.
Not a wall.
Okay. As well as if me and Super could do the content that we've been doing and we start seeing success from it. Shout out to the brother again. He's on front page of Oculus talking about a spotlight for his world. Shout out to you, my brother. I always give flowers to everybody I see. And shout out to Rhonda in the building for all the amazing things she's been doing for the community. Yo, we got some celebs in the building, but I just wanted to preface that with all of that. Man, anyway, go ahead.
So,
I can't just answer a question. I can't just answer a question. I'm a preacher. I'm sorry.
He goes
I
all
was
the
going to cut
way
you off.
around.
I was going to cut you off 4 topics ago, but I was just like, I'm gonna let him go.
I'm a preacher. I get 4 closings. I'm sorry.
So before you ask your question, let me just go back to one thing that I wanted to ask. It's a question too. So when I first met you, I didn't look at how many subscribers you had. I didn't look at your following on TikTok. I had just seen your video in my For You page and in my reels. And I was like, oh, we got content creators in Horizon. That's what's up. And I was like, this dude been doing it. I mean, his content is spot on, and it is clean, and it is professional, and it is funny, and it's and entertaining. And I was like, man, I need to meet this dude. I thought you was a celebrity before you even knew you was a celebrity. And I think a lot of people in this room can attest. Y'all knew he was a celebrity before he became a celebrity. Let me see some confetti out there. If y'all thought when you first seen JD, this man right here, when I seen you at James, I was like, Don't you leave.
Don't
It's
you
too much
do
effort
it.
to get you on stage. Don't you leave. But seriously, when I met you in Dames and you were like, "Oh my God, it's Oculus. I'm so glad to meet you finally." You blah, and I'm like, "Bro, seriously? Like, time out. It's my time. I'm here to fangirl all over you, give you your flowers. Like, you're doing it." And then I checked out your subscribers, and I'm like, "What? Where? Why are y'all not subscribing? Why aren't y'all following?" So right now, I want to see all these headsets facing the sky. Go click on subscribe. Go click on follow. Tell them where to find you while they staring at the sky, and I'm gonna let this man right here ask you
Man,
a
come
question
on.
while they subbing and following. I want to see headsets in the air right now. Go subscribe and go follow right now.
Yeah,
Lord Jules,
it's
welcome
JDun RRP on
Hey.
everything, and on YouTube
on
it's getting
everything.
things, just youtube.com/getting things done. There you go.
Getting things done. Lord Jules, go ahead and ask
DUN.
your question while
Yeah.
everybody's staring at the sky right now, getting them subscriptions up.
No, that's cool. But yeah, first of all, congratulations, JD. I've been following you, you know what I'm saying? Very entertaining, very dope. Like, just
Appreciate you, bro.
like you already know, but I'm just reconfirming, keep it up, you know what I'm saying? But my question is, right? Now that you've achieved 1,000 subscribers, have you gotten your penthouse yet?
Oh, oh no.
Oh man.
Just goes to show you, don't matter how famous you get, it can all be taken
Look,
away.
man,
in
you know
one...
what's crazy? You know what's crazy, man? I have not. I have not.
Oh,
I
that's
have not
crazy.
gotten my meta penthouse. My wife has helped me get my
Right.
meta credit up. So my meta credit score is much better now, Meta. If you're watching all these cameras here, if you're watching, please, please, you can find me at 662 Box Avenue. But no, on a serious note, no, I have not got it. But we're building our own worlds now, so it's like kind of like, you know what, I'll just launch into my own world. How about that? Until I get
Hey,
That's
what's
hilarious
up.
that you here getting your
Hey.
meta credit up, because some of the people that I've seen that got in update after update, I'm like, when is it my time? So I keep going down the Tangents Homeless Hub, look around, and I see new people already propped up in there, and I'm like, dang,
Mm-hmm.
even more
Mm-hmm.
people don't have their penthouse yet
And then
than
the most
last time
recent
I was in
update.
here.
Yeah, the most recent update, I noticed that a lot. Basically, I thought everyone got their homes, but sadly, I guess not everybody.
Oh,
So I don't
I'm
know about
sorry.
Beezy and Super,
oh,
but do y'all's bots got a home? Because mine
oh my
does.
gosh.
I was like, why does my camera have a home? I don't have a home, but my camera do. Super, you too? Your camera
I
got a
got one.
home? I don't even
I got a
understand.
home.
Jules,
My
you got a
camera got a
home?
home.
Are you at the
Yeah, I got a home.
apartment?
I got a home,
Oh,
but I'm gonna
okay.
leave before he breaks down to something. Oh, let me go.
There you go.
Yeah.
all right.
It's a touchy
Oh my
subject.
gosh.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I think they update. They must about to give me my apartment, right? They give me my apartment right now, must be.
It's kind of
Yeah,
funny
that'd be
because, like,
nice.
when they first launched these apartments,
Housewarming.
somebody was in Discord from Meta and they were like, "We're building them as fast as we can," like trying to joke about the situation. And then I heard some people got their home and then an update popped up and they got it taken away. Anybody out here
Oh,
get
Oh
their home taken
goodness.
away out in the crowd? Because I heard about it and I was like, dang, that's cold. Like, it's bad enough you out there in the floating island with the lamppost, but you get comfortable in your home and then you wake up and the next day you're
No, it's
homeless
not an
again.
island. It's the Meta Street corner. It's the Meta Street corner, and the Meta buses pull by, and I can't stand it, man. But it's all good. At the end of the day, like I said, we make content from. We've had fun with it, man. But like I said, we have our own worlds launching very soon. I'm believing you'll be getting an announcement, fingers crossed, this week. And we're super excited about it. And it's the first worlds are very much personal to us. And then we got some great, super huge, expansive things we want to do. We're learning that scripting. It's like I said, shout out to everyone who's taking it step by step. It is so much to this, man. But we have so much respect for builders. We have so much respect for scripters now. I don't know. When you start making, when I started YouTube about a year and a couple of months ago now, I was like, yo, like, just going back to the whole thing of, man, your content looks amazing. It looks like you already
Hmm.
arrived. Everyone on my comment section, I'm not even bluffing. Go look at my comment section. They literally say, yo, why don't you have 1 million subscribers? Why don't you should be bigger than this? I don't understand why you don't have more subscribers, right? And so literally I said to her, I literally posted this the other day. I said, she was my first subscriber, y'all. I went live like at 10 o'clock p.m. April 7th or 14th or something like that. And literally, she was my first subscriber. And I screenshot and I promised her this. We were literally laying across from each other. And I said, listen, I'm going to go back to this one day and I'm going to say, I got 1,000 subscribers, babe. And I said, then one day I'm going to say, I got 10,000 subscribers, baby. And then the next one day I'm gonna say I got 100,000 subscribers. I'm not stopping till it's millions. I'm just letting y'all know now. I'm not. So I'm not gonna be satisfied until I see 1 million on there. It might change. Then I might want to be the biggest, but it's not because I want my channel to be the biggest. I want my impact to be the biggest. I have a mission. My mission is to get more people in the metaverse. We have a personal mission, is a couple mission of getting more couples in the metaverse. And then I have a evangelical mindset as well of I want to get more people of faith, people of belief systems in the metaverse and begin to see more positivity shared. And I'm not just saying that for my own personal beliefs, but I'm a free-minded person to where I want this to be a safe haven for any and everyone at the end of the day. So that being said, we really truly love Horizon. We really truly back it. We really truly give a lot to it. So these worlds are out of respect. We did not want to launch them. We've been building for months out of respect for this community. We wouldn't dare just release something and be like, yep, here it is. Yep. And it's leaning over here and it's leaning over there. We wanted to make sure that when we launched our first worlds, that someone would have to come in there and say, yo, for your first world, I got to give it to you. This is dope. So we going in there doing this. This is what we doing. We going nowhere else. Hate it. Don't like it. Change it. Trash it, throw it down, rebuild it again. But I'm so excited about it. And your words of really encouragement. I watched your video, the last live that you was using for testing, and you was like, look, just publish it. Just publish it. And I we was sitting on the couch. She was watching it on the couch. I was working, and I said, you know what? We just gonna publish, man. We gonna stop trying to hide and trying to make it more better and make it more better. You could just do that while at this published. So not saying it, like I said, it's still a respect thing because we still want to make sure that it's legit. But this week, announcements should go out this week. So.
This week, that's exciting.
It's exciting.
So shout out to your collaborators because Joy shouted out Mike the Guru. Shout out Mike the Guru for the collaboration. Who'd you have on your team over there? Who
Man, okay. So the biggest collaborator is actually in this room right now. Oh my gosh! I'm gonna fanboy. I'm gonna fanboy over it for a second. Shout out JoyReign in the building.
Oh my god!
Yes, she is. She's just incredible. She's just incredible. But yes,
I can't stand how much y'all love. Your love
basically,
is just like, oh my god! Every time I think y'all did it, you did it again to me. Jesus.
Like literally 90%.
His biggest collaborator in the room.
Biggest collaborator. 90% of that build is me and her. Point blank. Period. But I will give a shout out to a few of my brothers who came in there with me. I go by Price. He built an asset for me that's incredible in there.
Oh my god!
No.
Oh wait. Okay.
Oh my
I'm back.
What is going on?
I'll tell you, man. They about to give me some. They about to give me an apartment right here. All right.
God.
So I go by Price before it cuts me out. I go by Price. He did an amazing asset in there. NYC, he did some amazing graffiti in my world. Oh my gosh. I cannot wait for y'all to see that graffiti pieces that he did for me. Some amazing. It's about 3 pieces in the world that he did for me. That's incredible.
Wow.
And then Hardy West, man, he was a great advisor. Just a great mentor and motivator towards me. And so he came in and he was like, he didn't, what I liked about him the most is he didn't do it for me. He was just like, yo, I would do this. I would do that, but he wouldn't do it for me. because he's like, this is
Yeah,
your
he
build
didn't
at the
touch
end of the
anything.
day, and
He was
yeah, he
like, I'm not
always
doing
want
it.
them. Yeah, I'm not doing it. He's like, I want to make sure this is your build. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
that's who collaborate. Like I said, 90% of the work that's in there, even down to the scripts, because I decided in this particular world, I was like, yo, if I got to sit here for 4 hours to figure out how to make something visible and invisible, I'm gonna sit
Mm-hmm.
here for 4 hours to figure it out because that's the only way to learn it. And so she knows this. We stayed up
Yes.
one night. We was out of town, and literally was sitting there, and I'm like, kept messing with stuff. I'm like, I gotta get this one thing. And it was like the simplest script, y'all. It was like a spawn script. It was a spawn script, but it was the simplest thing. I just couldn't get it to work. And we just sat there. I said, no, I don't want no extra help. Don't you call nobody else in here. I gotta do this myself. And when I got it, I was like, yes, yes, yes,
It's a good
yes.
feeling when you get
Yes,
that first script. Oh, it feels so good.
yes.
Oh,
And so
you
now
couldn't
we've been
tell him
doing,
anything. He's the best
yeah.
scripter. He was like, I know everything now. I said,
Yeah, I'm the
Yeah,
guy
it is.
now, so,
Definitely.
but yeah,
Yeah.
now, after doing that, I will say this, the same thing. I'm always an encourager. So I'm going to say this one more time. Just start, just try. There's a bunch of people in
Yes.
here who will be willing to help you. But if you don't go in there, that's what I was trying to say earlier. The best advice I got was from I Go By Price. And he was like, I was like, dude, come help me build. And he was like, dude, I can't help you build until you try to start building. He's like,
Yep.
it's really
Wow.
hard for me to tell you how to build until you actually go in and try to build. And I
Yep.
was trying to say before I got cut out, literally, I was putting boxes up and I was like, yo, man, how do I put a door in? Like I had it all enclosed in. He was like, what do you mean? How do you put a door in? I'm like, how do you put a door in? Do I cut out a piece? And he was like, no, you gotta basically build it to have a door. Like, like put this here, put that there. I was like, oh, he said, that's exactly what I meant when I told you wouldn't know I could tell you what to do, but you really wouldn't know. Um,
And
so like
everybody
once,
has their own unique building style as well.
yes,
Our building
Mm-hmm.
styles are completely different, but we
very much
contribute when we
so.
collaborate together. We bring so much together, and it's like, oh my gosh, look what we created. So
Real
She's
quick,
ambient ambience. Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
I know you're gonna keep shouting at your wife. We know. I know. I'm gonna give you one more opportunity in a minute, but I just wanted to. The room has shifted so many times tonight, and I keep
Yes,
missing the opportunity because so many names have been dropped tonight. Neoverse was here and shouted out Dunderbuild. Shout out Dun. Of course, he went into a coin, but shout out Dunderbuilds. Neoverse was shouting you out, so appreciate everything that you've been doing. Good to see you in
yes,
Horizon. We cannot miss an opportunity to shout out Metaclean Rupert. Mediclean Rupert, I
yo,
have never
hey,
seen somebody mentioned so many times by so many creators about being
yes,
positive influence, being just that ray of light that are just shining on people. All the efforts you put in the metaverse, shout you out. But of course, shout out everybody in this room. We got Miss Rocks up in the building. Shout out Meta News.
yay,
hey,
You've been
Miss
fam.
shouted out
Rocks.
already. Evie21, I see you hiding up there. We got Rhonda, we got Victor, Sadie Chan, Michael Gregory. I mean, everybody in this building. Look around the room again. Like, I legit, when I tell y'all look around the
Yes,
room, y'all are in the company of amazing creators and community people. So if you
yes,
get a chance, just start friending some of these people in here because the
Yeah,
connections that y'all can
yes,
make and the influence that these people have, this is just priceless right
yes.
now. So, speaking of which, Joy, you are the shining light of Team JDun and Joy. But what is it about JDun that when you're in the metaverse, you're like that? You know how I was talking about how things are amplified in the metaverse. Like
Yeah.
I know he tries to be genuine and everything's the same in and out of the metaverse, but do you see him just a little different in the metaverse, or is it just one to one? Like he's him, and there's nothing that he goes above and beyond. It's just always 100% out of him.
Yeah, I have to say that my husband is the same outside of the headset, inside of the
Mm,
headset. He's always encouraging people. He's always this ray of sunshine and being so hilarious and everything like that. And um his genuineness to help people and to encourage people, that is just, I absolutely love that about him. And everyone that he comes across, he tries to help them and influence them in a positive direction. And we're always about positivity, so we bounce that off of each other too. And so I just want, everyone to know that if you need some assistance or encouraging, or you just want to smile, this is the person
Mhm.
that you need to hit up. He is
That's the
going to make you
dude.
laugh. He may have you crying tears of joy by the time you finish talking with him, because he's going to encourage you. Whenever I
Oh.
know personally, I wanted to give up on building so
Mm.
many times.
Mm. And he
And
came through
he was
for
the
you.
person
Mm.
he was the person that made me feel like I can do anything. And I know I'm not the only person that has that testimony in here that he's spoken with. Some of the top creators just wanted to give up, or something didn't go right, or a contract didn't go through, or something, and they contacted him and he talked them off the ledge. And so that is a heavy weight to carry, but my husband carries it gracefully. And so I just want to
Oh,
give him
man.
his flowers and tell him that
Oh.
he has been doing such a great job. Don't you run off this stage.
Oh, man.
But
I
yeah.
gotta segue two things from what you're saying. Number one, there was a perfect opportunity to go into that topic about top creators, which we're going to get into in 1 second because I do want to talk about that. But the second thing about the hilariousness and the fun and the positivity, when you came through Club One and you were asking me about the leaderboard and the points, and I said, "Oh, it's your dance moves. The harder you dance, the more points you get." I have never seen somebody just go all in on the joke and just keep rolling with it. You was getting it on the floor, and everybody around you was like drawn to your energy. Like like
Yeah.
that. I don't even know what the question is, but what goes through your head when you're doing all this and in and out of the metaverse? Like you just you in your zone? Are you looking for that? You always the life of the party? Like tell me
Man,
about how
you know,
you are you that everybody is just shouting you out and giving you the flowers about.
man, it's a I mean, number one, I'm a humble person, bro. So I'm not gonna sit here and be like, "Oh, I'm the life of the party."
Well, that's why I'm
Uh,
asked because she done already put it out there. You're just
yeah,
amazing,
I
but
would never do that, but I will
He
say
would
this,
never do
man.
that.
Genuinely, I love seeing people happy, man. It's a weakness of mine. I like to see people smile. I like to see people
mm-hmm.
genuinely supported and motivated. I can't be around you if you're like, man, I'm not feeling it today. I'm like, yo, what's going on? What's going on, man? It's a part of me. It's a God given empathy that I just cannot get rid of. My wife sometimes like, you just too nice. You just too genuine. I've turned down money and gave it to somebody else. Like, yo, this person might be better for that. And they like, dude, I'm trying to give you the bag.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah, but I think this guy might be better. I just can't take your money like that. And she's like, they're like, dude, you totally different. And they people's minds are blown. They're like, I don't get it. And I have a friend of mine who literally told me there's only one you. He's like, dude, when God made you, he only made just you. And so going back to
Facts.
your whole dance, thing, man, I when I go somewhere and here, when we put this on, it's not an escape at all. So, we're having fun. I remember
Right.
that night, I think we even ate some dinner, danced to some jazz. And then I was like, yo, she was like, baby, let's go get on the headset. We saw you, sent the invite. I was like, yo, we're going to go have fun. Why am I getting there and I'm be like this? No,
Yep.
I'm gonna go in there and be. So when you told me to get on the leaderboard, what's the dance? I was like, oh, he didn't.
He was getting it
you
like
know,
a solid 20
and
minutes.
because I knew,
Yes.
number one, I'm about to do it to you. I'm about to do it to you. I love hearing her
Oh
laugh.
gosh.
Oh gosh, if she's smiling, if she's laughing, that lights my whole entire life up, dude. Like,
Mm.
there's no one else that's laughing in the world that makes me tick more than my wife. Like, it's point blank,
Oh.
period. Okay. So
Mm.
for me, when she's laughing and I'm seeing her, oh my God, babe, oh my God, I'm there for that reaction. It's selfish now. Oh, you don't show me you got that reaction, it's over. And that's literally what we give off. I know people see it. I've really heard someone literally be like, oh, that's gotta be fake. They just faking. That's not
Really?
real. Yes.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yes.
Oh.
That's not real. He probably doing stuff to her. If they only knew. our
Yeah.
past, if they only knew who we are really, like how what we've went through in previous points of our life, they would never say such things like that, you know. And number one, this woman is my best friend. I said it at the beginning of the show. I would say it
Uh-oh.
every day. Uh-oh. I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you
Okay,
hear me?
yeah, you
Oh, you
still
still okay?
you were breaking
Okay.
up.
All right. Okay. I was saying this is my best friend. So I have guy friends. I have people I hang out with. I have a lot of people around me because, like you say, I'm normally like always Mr. Motivator. People text me all day, yo man, I don't know, I'm about to literally go hurt somebody. I'm about to go literally do this. Whether it's business people I'm talking about CEOs of big $1 million companies down to people I just might have met on the street corner. It's just who I am. So at the end of the day, I want to always be this authentic me. I want to always be genuine, and the day I can't be, I'm not logging on. Point blank. Period.
It's kind of
That's right.
crazy that there's people that still just don't get it that when you're in this headset, these are real people. When I look
Yeah.
around this room, I don't see 20 avatars. I see MF Sun. I see Metaclean Rupert. I see Super, Bit of
Yeah.
Luck. I see your faces. I see your
Yeah.
personality. You on Instagram, I feel like that is a less of a connection than it is in here. And even because of the fact that we got these connections in here, I'm still connecting with y'all on social media too. And it's as if
Yeah.
everything is building these real relationships in the metaverse that I just can't believe there's anybody in here who's experienced it and thinks it's fake. Like people I've come across in here, if I look around this whole room, like I can see like y'all. It may be an avatar, but I feel like I've been hanging out with y'all in the metaverse. I've been hanging out with y'all in these worlds. Like we're going
Mhm.
places
Yeah.
together. Oh, let me go ahead and meet you in this next world. It's like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and hop this Uber. I'm gonna catch you at wherever we going next. And that feels real to me, and I know it feels real to y'all. But how many of y'all out here, y'all building real relationships in the metaverse? Let me see some hands. Let me see some confetti. Like all of y'all out here, like that's great. And if you're not yet, that's okay. Build some relationships with the people in this room, especially these two. If you want to have a great night out, I mean, just if they're online, join their session. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna jump
Yeah.
into that top creator in a minute. The last thing I want to ask y'all. So where are y'all going from here? Like, what is it about Horizon after you launch your new world? Like, what is the next step for y'all? What is it that you want to see out of the metaverse for y'all? And I'm gonna let Joy go first.
Okay, so I want to build on my world, my the theme of my
Mm-hmm.
world that I'm launching from my perspective is encouragement. That's
Mm-hmm.
the one thing that you are going to be left with whenever you come into my world. You are going to feel encouraged, motivated to continue going on, not only in Horizon, but in your everyday life. And so that's what I
Mm-hmm.
want to display from the world that I'm going to be releasing. And I want
That's
to build
beautiful.
on top of that. Yeah.
I love that. And before you answer yours, if y'all have any questions, please step up to the mic because we're going to get into that top creator topic. And I want to give y'all a chance to ask them any questions or just give them their flowers. Come up here and tell them they're amazing, beautiful people. I don't care. I just want y'all to get the opportunity. Jay Dunn, same question.
Um,
What do you
yeah,
want out
man.
of this metaverse?
Um, I want to see more. Number one, I'm going to do everything I can and every day that I can to get more and more people affiliated with the metaverse, more and more people affiliated with getting in here and going after their dreams.
Mm-hmm.
So the first three rows is literally just that, the first three. um we got events we're going to be doing, and then another thing we're going to start building after we launch these three and get our, okay, we did it, we launched our first worlds. We're going to do some very unselfish things and build some worlds around things we want to do for couples, things we want to do for other creators,
Mm-hmm.
things we want to do just around things that we specifically have convictions around. And so man, we're just super excited. This is the floor for us. This is just the beginning. This is just the stepping stone. Remember, we're just in beta with Horizon, guys. It's still beta. We're not even in the 1.0 status yet. We have no clue, those features that's coming down the pipeline and all these exciting things that can be added. That's going to make this an even more dynamic thing. And eventually, I'm a nerd, so I can go deep about what's coming down the pipeline because I just got me some augmented reality glasses that shipped here today that I'm going to be
Oh,
testing
damn.
out, man. And at the end of the day, I'm really excited about the future. And for me, I just want to begin to live every day. I want to get to the point where every day I'm helping someone get their dream, making their dream come true outside of here and in here. That's one of my favorite quotes. Don't just do it in here, find a way
Yeah.
to make it manifest outside of here as well. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a genuine person. I'm doing stuff, in metaverse and YouTube, but I'm also still building vision out here, in the real world as well. This is a real world too. I want to kind of get out of the mindset of, oh, this is just fugazi. It's just, this little made up stuff. After you don't labored and took a headset off at 4 o'clock in the morning and realized you was in a headset for 8 hours, because you was building and lost track of time. It's a real world, and these are real people. So I just want to, that's what our vision is. I know that's what hers is, mine is.
Yeah.
We just want to get more and more people in here, and hopefully as these headsets get lighter, thinner,
Mm-hmm.
better, faster, more powerful, it'll be 1-to-1. You just be putting some glasses on and I'll see all of our family out here in our living room. That's what that's what it's going towards.
I love it. Please take some examples out of what they're saying, because giving back, there's nothing better than being able to do for somebody who you don't expect anything in return or can't do back for you. It's just that power
Yeah.
behind just giving. There's so much, it's kind of strange, because at times I feel like when I help somebody and I feel good about it, I feel a little selfish, like just in a very small way, because I know that I continue doing good things because it makes me feel good, but it's because I get to see these people growing, people who are
Yeah.
learning, and they're sharing these experiences with others. Because the biggest problem during the beta and when the beta opened up to North America was, how do we sustain teaching and giving back and doing for others, because there's only so many of us. And the reality was, every time we taught somebody or shared something with somebody, they went and then shared with another. And some of the people who I used to consider a top creator before I changed my mind on what a top creator is, these creators
Mm.
that really influenced me said to me, I only help people who I know are going to go and help others. Because if I can take the time and I teach somebody, whether it's an hour or 6 hours or an entire day, and I know they're going to take everything that I share with them and give it to others, then that's my motivation for continuing and teaching those people. So if you have a motivation to share and teach others, I want to teach you. And that was just the most inspiring thing about how you
Mhm.
sustain it. Every time you teach somebody, if they continue to teach someone else, it just continues to share that message and people continue to grow.
Yeah.
Medically, and I don't know if you have a comment, you want to step up on the mic and
I
say a
do.
couple words. Appreciate you
First
coming
of all,
out.
my pleasure. First of all, you guys are such a beacon of light. I've
Oh,
been
thank
watching
you.
y'all from afar, and again, this is a small community per se, and we just keep hearing your name over and over again. So keep up the good work. For
Thank
JDun,
you.
I want to tell you, man, that we offer free haircuts to the homeless. So we got you anytime
Thank
you
you.
want to come by.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
And if you need me to pass that cup around for donations, I'll be more than happy to, man. Anything I can do to.
Oh man.
But really, honestly, really, what I want to say is, because again, as a creator who doesn't really focus on building, I will say the Oculus is 100% right. Like, don't sit on these worlds that you make, right? Because you'll think that you have the perfect world up until you see it 6 months from now, and you start laughing at how incomplete the
Mhm.
world was, because you'll just learn
Mhm.
things as you continue to create. So don't be selfish with your creativity. Just put it out there. You can always go back and revamp it and do things to change it. But really, in what I've seen, that there really is only one direction in this place, and it's not backwards, it's not sideways, it's forwards. So keep up the awesome
Man,
work, man.
Most
Appreciate
definitely.
y'all.
appreciate it. Yes,
Thank you
sir.
so much for that.
Metaclean, I think the entire time I've been in here with you, I have yet to hear you say anything that wasn't inspiring or positive. Like, you could just be in a normal conversation with somebody and just out comes this knowledge and this experience. I love that about you. So shout out Metaclean Rupert. Everybody give that confetti to Metaclean, because if y'all haven't connected with Metaclean, even on Instagram or in here, I just appreciate everything you do. So shout you out. We got the mic open up. We are gonna anything else you want to share about that before we move on to the top creator topic? Because I do want to talk about that, but I want to give y'all a chance if you want to talk about anything else before we move into that.
Oh, I'm good.
Yeah, I think
You
we're
good?
good, man. We appreciate you. Number one, just can we get some confetti for Angelos right
Oh,
here, just
here
real
we
quick,
go.
just for
Yeah.
the love for the community, the
I
integrity that
appreciate
he
y'all.
has, and the genuineness that
Yes.
you have. And man, you are a beacon of light as well. A joy to be around
Mm-mm.
every time we get to hang out when it's not cameras on, of course, because you got cameras on right now. But every time we get to hang out, it's just always a fun, real good time. It's really hard
Yes.
sometimes. We're all trying to build something here, but when you could just take
Mhm.
that hat off for a moment and just enjoy one another, and I enjoy putting my sombrero on, man, with you, and just having a good time. It was really good, man. So we really love you, bro. We really
Yes.
appreciate you, man. And just thank y'all once again for allowing us to come out and spread our love and spread our positivity and who we are. And we will be excited to have you all come check us out when we launch our new worlds. That's it.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, and I do want to wrap that up as far as the love and the positivity and the shining light, because when I was talking about how when I met you and when I seen how many subscribers you had at the time, I was just blown away because the content that you were putting out was just so good, and it was all the check boxes. You had everything checked off. It was positive, it was informative, entertaining, funny, professional. Like everything was there, and I was like, I need to get to know them. Like, I need to go and find where they are in the metaverse. I need to go and meet these people. And it was just your energy, not your subscriber count, was all that mattered to me. And I had to get y'all up
Wow.
on this stage because, number one,
Wow.
if y'all haven't met this couple, now y'all at least had a little peek, a little glimpse into not just their virtual dating and their world hopping, but just them as genuine people. So I just had to share that not only with this audience here, but with everybody out there watching on the Vidyuu Nights channel. Um, I don't know what he's doing right now. Hopefully, that's not what he's doing in the real world. But he do hype up his woman. So shout y'all out. But I just wanted to have y'all up on the stage because I just love all y'all energy. I don't care if you had 5 subscribers
Oh.
today. It wouldn't matter to me. Y'all are y'all, and
Man, it
and you
means a
deserve to
lot.
be on the stage because
Oh, we appreciate
everything
that.
you share is valuable and you're helping all of these people. Plus, I just really want them to meet y'all. So,
Oh.
top creators. Joy
Hmm.
mentioned top creator. I know every now and again people use the term top creator, and this is the topic of today's show. Whenever I hear somebody
Hmm.
use top creator, most of the time people are saying it about themselves. And I really wanted to get your opinion on how you feel about who your top creators are. And you don't have to shout their names out because I don't want to put any negativity behind the term top creator, but I really
Yeah.
want people to think about, if you are a top creator, do you really need to tell people, or can you just do good work and people think highly of what it is that you're producing and how you send that message out? I want to get your thoughts on that.
Okay, you
Yeah.
want me to go first?
So,
You got it.
if you want to,
No, go.
whatever you want
No,
to
you
do, babe.
good. You good, baby.
Okay. Okay. So, as far as the top creators in my eyes, when I say that someone is a top creator, it's from my perspective. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Now, if someone is going around saying, "Oh, I'm a top creator" and whatnot, I'm not too fond of that energy per se,
Mm-hmm.
but I can admire somebody's work. And also too, I respect, especially being a new builder, I respect everyone who has made a world because it
Period.
takes
Mm-hmm.
time, energy, and dedication and guts to release it out to the world, and
Mm-hmm.
it's your heart, it's a piece of you. And so it's like, who am I to judge your world? Yes, in some worlds are aesthetically pleasing to the sight and whatnot. But who am I to judge someone if they gave their all for me to say, "Oh no, that's not good enough." No, that's not my character. So I appreciate every single world that I've been in. I appreciate it to the fullest. But as far as being a top creator, um, in my eyes, I really like going to, I'm a world hopper. So at
Mm-hmm.
heart. So I've experienced so many different worlds, and it's so many different levels to each
Mm,
world. Some worlds I may like doing activities in more than others because they don't have it. So you categorize that in so many different ways. So I really appreciate everyone who's created a world.
that's a good answer. You ready for me?
Yeah, please.
Okay,
That's
okay,
all
all
on
right.
you, baby.
So I'm a Eagle Scout. So a scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, reverent, and sometimes hungry. Literally, that is the Scout law, right? So the reason why I went there is because that was beaten to me basically for 14 years. I was in Boy Scouts for 14 years, right? So I went
Mm-hmm.
from Cub Scout, Bear Scout, Wolf Pack to Weeblo to Era of Life to all the way up to
Wow.
literally getting the Eagle Scout. And I didn't cheat. There wasn't I joined Boy Scouts and then just got to Eagle Scout. So
Right.
when I think about top creator, I think about someone who did not cheat there, someone who went through the process, someone who went through and to get that honor, that badge to say, "Yo, I earned this right to be here." But here's the thing: in Horizon, this is where it's going to get real fun. In Horizon, because it's barely even outside of the alpha and what the beta was before the open beta. This is early days. We haven't even met a year
Mm-hmm.
yet of truly open beta yet. So
Mm-hmm.
everyone in here, in their own right, in their own right, building a world and launching it is in their own right a top creator. Now, of course, we can see here create a Rubik scale. We can begin to say, well, based off of metrics, based off of this, if you have a person come in your world for X amount of time and X amount of days and X amount of hours and this many likes and this many this many posts and this many things, this would make you that. But I've seen worlds be on the top 100 that don't have the hundreds of likes. I've seen worlds that I've enjoyed that no one else knew existed. So to me,
Mm-hmm.
it always comes down to the eye of the beholder, right? If for me, if I was to go around this room right now and say, who's your top 5 artists, it's going to be, even if we have some similarities, it's going to still be different. And I think
Mm-hmm.
sometimes we get so caught up in the title, and I love how you phrased it. Do we have to go around and say, look at me on this table? I am a top creator. Or can you let your work speak for itself? I've met people in here, truthfully, when I look at them and I look at their work and I say, my goodness, man, just off the amount of work that you've put in, or my
Yeah.
goodness, my lady friend, just the amount of work you put in, ma'am,
Mm-hmm.
you are a top creator. Like you are, I would even use the word top creator. It's so funny to say that. I would just like, you're amazing. Your
Mm-hmm.
work is incredible. What you're doing for the community is insane. The amount of detail that you put into this build is insane. But there could be a kid tomorrow that come in here tomorrow and build that same thing, if not better. Does that take away your title? No. For me, at the end of the day, don't do it for the title. Do it for your why, right? And I'm gonna shut up
Exactly.
and let anyone else, bring their own thoughts on that. But do it for your why. There's a reason why you did Horizon Live. There's a reason why Vidyuu does what he does with everything Lex does with his videos as well as the Vidyuu pack. There's a reason.
Mm-hmm.
So do it for your why and let the why speak for you. You don't have to have a title to do it. I minister, love people, and give to people without being called a pastor. I don't need a title pastor to do that. I don't need a title of father to father people to bless people. I don't need that. I am. And so when they give me the title, it's like, okay, cool, but I'm gonna do it without it. So
And I'm glad that I have y'all up here to share this topic with, because when I first invited y'all up here, I didn't have a topic, but I kind of wanted to toy around with the idea of, because y'all are so positive and you're always looking at ways to spread that positivity, and even if it's in darkness, you still find that light. This was the one topic that I wanted to share with y'all, because rather than going the negative route and diving deep into that hole, we're really shining the light on what it means to just be a good creator and be a teacher, and being able to help others and not have to worry about what that label is. When I first posted it in the Discord, the first comment from somebody that I respect and I appreciate their work, they said, Oculos, I follow everything you do, I support everything you do, but this topic really is one that's going to be a negative thing. So the whole point of sharing that with y'all is to really prove that we don't have to always turn everything negative. We can
Yeah.
share that positive spin on things that are happening and give y'all a little bit of inspiration on how to move forward with it. So when you see it and when you recognize it, you don't have to fall into the negativity of, well, this person's calling themselves a top creator and, maybe they're putting down somebody else's work in the meantime, when we can
Yeah.
just focus on, all right, well, let's go ahead and check out their world and maybe they do good
I
work,
mean,
but we're
I,
going to go ahead and continue hopping.
honestly, I'm looking around the crowd right now of all the people who I know actively are builders, and I'm like, everyone in here is a top creator.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
there's
Oh,
not
yeah.
one person I'm looking at that I know that they build, and I'm like, yo, your stuff is incredible. Like everyone in here. So for me, it's
Yeah.
like the percentage of, oh, now have I been in the building and be like, oh my god. This might not be up my alley, but this is funny. It might not be up my alley, but I still
Mm-hmm.
don't go to the person like, well, I've seen someone go into that same world and be like, oh my god, this is incredible. Oh, this is great because it's something that's for them. But
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say that because I think a lot of times we do get into the numbers game and the titles game. Is like, man, if you get, let me say something. Some people, you getting paid to build. It don't matter if you be called a top creator or not. I got the blessing of being able to be in this VR community that's a little bit not just the Horizon worlds, but the VR community as a whole. And you know what's crazy? All these top YouTubers who do VR, they all know who I am. Some of them have millions of subscribers on TikTok. Some of them
Mm-hmm.
have 200, 300,000 on YouTube, and they've put me in their videos. They've supported me. It's when you really hit the top, it's just like rich people. When you find a real wealthy person, they don't mind other wealthy people. It's people who are at the bottom who may have just a little bit, who's like, I don't want you to have my little bit. But people who got a lot are like, oh, they realize it's enough for everybody in here.
Everybody.
So I think we want the top creator title sometimes because we want to have the exclusivity of what that might
Mm-hmm.
bring. But at the end of the day, man, just go after your goals, go after your keep your why. I'm sorry. I'm a preacher. I'm sorry. Keep your reason of why you do it, because when the money ain't there or you
Mm.
don't get that call or that contract don't go through,
Mm-hmm.
or what you thought was going to happen didn't happen, you have to be reminded as to your why. Have you some affirmations on the mirror? Literally ask my wife what the affirmations is. Before we became world builders, we wrote down, we are amazing
Yeah.
content creators, we are
Mhm.
amazing world builders. Like we literally wrote that as an affirmation to ourselves. So if you want to be a top creator, then you also can say, I am a top creator, and begin
Mm-hmm.
to read that to yourself every day and do the work. What I was doing
Do
when
the
I said my
work.
Eagle Scout thing, I was just saying I did the work to earn that. But it wasn't at the end of the day when I got to that Eagle Scout award and I'm sitting before my family and the audience of people and saying, here for 14 years of all that you've done, you've got this. It wasn't the Eagle Scout award, it was what I did to get there that matters.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy the process. When we launched this world, that's the world's launched. I enjoyed. I've been telling my wife this every time we log off. Let's just enjoy the process, because when it's done, when it's out there,
Yeah.
it's done. All right, I'm shutting up.
So many people don't take a minute to actually enjoy the process. And I'm glad you said
Yeah.
that. When you're
Good.
world building, you're always focused on that goal. I want to get it to this point, or I want to get it, complete, and I'm going to publish it. And all you're doing is focusing on that goal, and you're building, you're putting things together, and then you're frustrated, and then you're fixing, and you're collaborating. But the process of world building, when you just take a look at it, that's an accomplishment. And it's a whole lot of
Yeah.
small wins that you really need to start celebrating. If you get
Yes.
frustrated or overwhelmed or stressed in building, these are the examples right here. All right, we put together a chair and it was all right, and then we came back. We wanted to make it a little better. Like these are things that they were taking these small wins, and y'all definitely need to take a moment and just think about your accomplishments to that point, celebrate those wins, and then go ahead and start a new day on something else. Because if you don't, you're going to be
Yeah.
too focused on that goal and not on everything you've accomplished to get to that goal. And I love that everything y'all share, it's just constantly more and more of that positivity. I could probably talk to y'all for another hour, and I don't want to hold y'all for forever. But I am gonna ask you one more thing, and then if we want to keep talking, please come up to the mic if y'all have questions, because I know some of y'all just got in the room, and I appreciate y'all being here. Please come up to the mic if y'all got questions or comments, and I have no problem with y'all just coming to the mic and saying y'all are amazing, and then leaving, because they deserve it. If anybody deserves it, they do. But I do want to ask y'all, has there anything, because y'all are positive and loving and so giving
Mm.
people, has there anything that's happened in the metaverse, in Horizon Worlds, that made you take a step back and think about, maybe I shouldn't be here, or maybe
Ooh.
this is the wrong direction, or something that was really negative that impacted y'all, that just made y'all think for a minute, even if you didn't react to it? I know, because most of the time your reaction is what matters, not what happens to you. But has anything
Yeah.
happened to y'all in here that just kind of made you want to just take a break, or step away?
Oh,
Do you want to go first,
100%.
or you want me to go first?
Yeah, you can go first, baby. Mhm.
Okay. Yes. Earlier on, there are a couple of times that I rethought and was like, oh, should I be a part of this community and whatnot? Because, um, as you know, me and my husband, we do content and we world hop. And so there were some arenas that we were going to, and it was like we weren't really respected because we hadn't built a
Mm,
world yet or released a world yet. And so they would kind of, sometimes talk down or be like, oh, they just world hop, or, um let's go over to the important people and talk to them who
oh
did
wow.
this and did that and stuff. And that kind of, it hurt a little bit. And I would talk to my husband about it, and I'll be like, babe, sometimes I feel like we're not
Mhm.
respected because we haven't released the world yet.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing the whole time we have been building, but we just haven't put it out there. And he would again, going back to that encouragement, being that rock, and was like, remember your why are you doing this,
Mm-hmm.
and we came on here to be that light, to be encouraged. And I do feel that sometimes we go through things so we can encourage someone else. And so if anyone else who haven't released the world, or you're working on it and whatnot, be encouraged, because you bring something to this community. No matter what it is, you bring that light here. So I just want to say that to everyone. You have a voice here, you belong here, and continue being here and putting your stamp in the metaverse.
I love it.
100%. Yeah. And as far as with me, man, we had just started building, right? And we're really excited about it. Like, my wife's like beginning to do stuff because she's amazing singer, and there's been a couple of contests in here where she's been able to do singing contests. Shout out to MF Sun, shout out to the stage as well. And she I mean, genuinely put the work in and did phenomenal things. But then she started telling people, I think I had released a reel. This is what happened. I released a reel, and then I was talking about, it was like a motivational thing. Imagine it's motivational, and I had snippets of her building something. We were in build mode, and someone literally come up to her and was like, "Oh, I didn't know y'all would be building." It's almost like this whole, "Why are you trying to do that?" You know,
Mm-hmm.
and
Like,
it's
stay
like
in your lane of
stay in your
content
lane,
creating.
just
Yeah.
stay over here. You don't need to be doing that. And then so she got out the headset and she told me that, and that really took me back. I was like, man, we're not stepping on no one's toes. We're doing our own thing.
Mm-mm.
We're in everyone's world, supporting everybody. But once again, I had to go back to the why. you know
Mm-hmm.
that's why I was
Mm-hmm.
saying earlier, if y'all think I was just saying that just to have a crowd impact, I was literally saying I've had to turn down contracts. I've had to say no. I've had people tell me no. I've had to pump myself up. The videos that have the most views on my YouTube channel, kid you not, right before I recorded them, I was crying, or I was depressed, or I was
Mm.
low, or I was like,
Yeah.
no one cares. No one's gonna watch it anywhere. The last video had 40 views. Who cares about this? And my wife comes in the room, being the light to me that at that moment, saying, "Get up. You remember your why." I go get in front of the camera. Yo, it's your boy JDun. Welcome back to Getting Things Done. We motivate you to get things done through faith and relevant technology. Listen, today we're going to talk about Horizon Worlds. Video gets 6,000 views. Oh, literally every single time. And you know what she does? She says, "You remember? You remember July." Sometimes she'll see me. I'm laying there. It'd be Friday. Oh, I got to put a video out. I don't know what to do. She's like, "Well, let's just go have fun." We go have fun, and in that video, we don't even do it for a video. We're not even doing it for content. We're just doing it just to go have fun. I hit the record button, and then that be the thing that people love and be like, "Oh my God, I love you guys. Oh, I'm so glad y'all did this." Or we shouting somebody else's world out again. At the end of the day, that negative sometimes is the fuel that keeps us going. So the more people tell us we can't do something, unfortunately, it has the opposite effect in my ear. It goes in saying can't, and all I hear is I can. Same for you guys. There's not one person in here. If anyone has told you you can't do it, let me tell you, they just afraid, because when you do it, you're going to do it amazing. You can do it. We're witnesses of it. I'm standing on this desk to tell you guys. I know. Because you can. Yes, you can. Okay, I'm done.
I mean, I can't really top that because they can. They literally can. All you gotta do is just click on create world and then get in it. And a lot of people are intimidated by it. And I know we all say it, but really, if I could do it, if you could do it, everybody can do it. Get in there, build a world, publish it, invite your friends. It doesn't matter what it looks like, because what's going to happen is y'all going to have the best time hanging out in 12 different cubes, and that's going to be the world for your first time, and they're going to give you all this encouragement. I love the colors you chose. These textures are perfect. You made this exactly right, and that's what you need, is that encouragement for your next one. I mean, that's really all it's about. Is every time I think about something, it always comes back to the community. Without the community, you don't have a top 100 world. Without the community, you don't have a collaborator. Without the community, you don't have somebody to teach you scripting. So I love the fact that this community continues to grow and teach and learn and share. And it's all about just people like y'all that just being positive, and no matter what affects y'all, y'all's reaction is what matters. It's the way that y'all respond. So if you ever have somebody that comes out here that has any negativity towards you, if they try to put you down for the effort you're putting in, literally just do what I do. Thanks for your feedback. I appreciate it. And keep it moving, because their feedback is feedback, but what you do with it is what all that matters. MetaClean. I heard
I'm
you
sorry.
up here. That positivity. Please.
I was really, really trying not to speak, but I love this topic because as I speak to new creators, there's one thing that makes a difference to me when it comes to a top creator and people that consider themselves top creators. And for me, really, it's about the community that you build around the world that you build. I think Oculus is a perfect example of how that's done. But when you create from a place of authenticity, your builds come out completely different, right? I never really build for anybody else other than me first, because in doing so, when you build for yourself, you attract the community that you want around you. And that's the difference of what a great world looks like. Doesn't matter how well the world is snapped together. Doesn't matter if you get all the colors just right. I've seen these amazing worlds that never get any visits, and I've seen worlds that in other people's eyes are poorly put together that stay packed, because the people that created it with a sense of community first, and they engage with their customers or their audience or whatever you want to call them. I call them friends, whatever. But build from a place of authenticity, and everything else will work itself out. I promise you. I think you guys are going to be super authentic. I think your instances are probably going to be full over and over and over again, not because of how long you planned the world, but because of just who you are. It's really that simple. And there really is nothing else to focus on than offering a great experience for everybody that comes around you. So keep up the good work, man. I'm excited for y'all.
I gotta echo what MetaClean Roop said. Y'all, as soon as y'all publish it and they know it's live, it's gonna pop. Everybody's gonna want to be there with y'all. So please share that invite on Discord, on your channels, community group. Put it out there, because I can't wait to be a part of that. So I would love to be there. Thank you, MetaClean Rupert, for everything you share. I'm just so appreciative. So
100%.
Super, what you got?
So I just want to shout out MetaClean Rupert, always showing love to the squad. to the community. I love you for that, man. For JDun, Joy, man, you guys know that making content on social media is like one of the toughest things to do. And the
Yes,
fact that
sir.
you guys continue to drop the content and it's, showing positivity and shining some light on people's worlds and people's attitude, that means a lot. And with Oculus Forten doing what he does with his Horizon World
Yeah.
Tours, when I first got onto this game, I wanted to create content to kind of create a third source of revenue for myself. But as I continued to immerse myself into the
Mm.
game, I started meeting people, building relationships, seeing how this community interacts with each other, and seeing how selfless everyone was. Like what I was talking to you, Oculus, and what you guys do, you guys had inspired me to work with Smile Honey Child to do that youth program that I had posted
Yeah.
about creating a class where scripters can come in and teach the youth. And that's I just want to say thank you guys for that. I'm working on that with Primitive Shapes and Dunder Builds and Golden Hand. And like right now,
Yay.
that's our objective right now is to give back to the community, show love, because you guys have
Awesome.
inspired us to do that. So Dunder Builds, Golden Hand, Primitive Shapes, and Smile Honey Child, like we just want to just do our part, just like how
Yeah.
you guys are. So you guys are inspiring us to do that,
Awesome.
and I want to say thank you.
Man,
Oh,
appreciate that, brother.
I'm so
Man, that means a
grateful to
lot.
hear
thank you
more
for
and more
saying that.
people wanting to just keep giving back and keep helping and like just these initiatives that I keep hearing about. Like my mind just gets blown every time I hear about this next initiative. I'm like, that's a great idea. That's so selfless and it's so like you're inspiring other people to do these things. Like when you
Yeah.
say that the people up here are inspiring you, you're inspiring other people by what you do. So please continue to do it. If it gets tough, if it starts to get to a point where you're feeling down about it or you don't think it's progressing, trust me, there's people out here that all you got to do is just tell them about your struggle and they will build you up and keep you going. Just like
Most
Joy would be
definitely.
building Jay Dunn up when the videos ain't popping. I know that feeling. I know that feeling. Facetious, come on up.
Hey
Welcome.
guys,
Hey,
hey
Damn.
guys.
bam.
Damn.
La Familia. I want to say this,
Yes.
guys. I don't like normally like speaking on stage. That's why I just want to speak directly to you, facing you, because
Nope, go
I want to
ahead.
say this. This whole no, this whole thing with the metaverse. You Oculus too. I mean, you guys are doing some amazing things. I absolutely love Horizon, but I want to say just to put some perspective on it. So myself and some of my partners with like 3VM certified, the perspective into this metaverse is bigger than one platform. I absolutely
Mm-hmm.
adore Horizon, but like I started off in a whole different platform, but what brings people into this space is the culture, right? And everything that
Yes.
you guys, the community that you provide, that is what in turn helps the world builders. So what you guys do is extremely inspirational. I love what you guys do. I will support anything you guys do.
Oh,
And I just want to say, keep going. It's interesting to hear the perspective of having the tough days and you guys like just building each other up. I think we need to do that more
yeah.
as a community, because community across all of the metaverse, we have a strength. And
Yes, most definitely.
you guys definitely exemplify it. So I just wanted to just step up and show my
Appreciate you,
appreciation for who you
sis.
have been to
Thank
me
you
so
so
far
much.
and the
Appreciate you.
inspiration. So that's all. And Oculus, you too. I see you, fam.
Appreciate you.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much.
Jeez,
You too. You
man.
cool.
I know I said come up to the mic, even if it's just to give up them flowers, but seriously,
Yes.
please come up because the work that they're doing and the work they're continuing doing, I just love the fact that we can recognize them. Speaking of all the work that's happening, Rhonda, you are putting in work. I see you got a
Rhonda.
schedule out now of
Hey.
all your appearances. Please
Book.
throw up that
She book
confetti for
Yes.
Rhonda.
We call it
She's an
book.
She
assistant.
is
She's
on
hiring
I am
assistants.
fire.
sweating right now. I am so y'all are making me anxious. Anyway, this is not about me. Jay Dunn, Joy, I want to say thank you for always shedding positive light, because when I see y'all, I might be having a bad day, but y'all make me feel like, okay, whew, reset, so keep doing that.
Yes.
And if y'all ever decide to release some type of content creating program, I'll be the first to sign up, because I need someone to
Wow.
record me. I want to get fun.
Me
I want to
too.
create content. I love Instagram. I
Hey.
love TikTok. I just don't have people to
Yeah.
record me. So if y'all ever set something up, I would love to sign up for that.
Wow.
Look
Most
at that.
definitely.
I'll be
Most
Yeah.
second.
definitely. Thank you
I'll be
so much,
second on that
Rhonda.
list.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I know you talk about
You guys are
how
cool.
much time it takes just to do one small thing when it comes to content creation, but please express how much work goes into just one video. I know you're getting really good at editing, but I actually just abandoned my YouTube channel because of all the time I spend in here because it's so exhausting recording and finding
Yeah.
things that
Yeah.
I think people want to watch, and then the editing
Yeah.
and re-editing, and oh my god, please
I,
share some of that and what keeps you going.
Um, number one, good strong support system, of course. Um,
Hmm.
if I did not have my wife, who when I'm maybe a video hasn't gone out for a week, and she's like, "Yo, get your tail up," she's nice right now, but she'll be like, "Get your tail up and go do some work," and then as soon as I'm on my computer, she's like, "There you go. I see you." I'm like, "Oh," but yeah, it's a lot of work, y'all. To do a 6-minute video, you saw how quickly I can do. Hey, everybody, it's your boy JDun. I can go down my whole
Yep.
little script. I can tell you how to punch that notification bell. I can go do all that because I've said it so many times to 0 people watching. Right?
Yep.
That's the part. Can we talk? Let me tell you something. It's the point that you will put all this work into learning the algorithm, making thumbnails, shooting the video, reshooting the video. My wife will hear me say the same 4 lines 80 times to a camera with no one watching to only get 6 views for something, especially in the early days. And to keep your morale up, that one day it's going to be 6,000 people watching you, thousands of people subscribe to you. That's a lot of work. And social media is one thing, but then to get someone to constantly click back to watch what you're doing, it's a whole nother thing. So it's a lot of work. But you know what, Rhonda, because of that, it's something my wife has spoke over me a million times. Like, you need to give back. You need to find a way to help people, and show people how to, do this stuff more. We gonna work on that. Me and my wife gonna work on that, and you will be one of the first people we reach out to. Of course, Super, I see you. I know you need to be given a class. Stop, look, you need to be given a class, brother. But yeah, seriously though, like, that's something. We want to see more Horizon influencers. We was on a call the other day. Hardy had a call actually, man, and he was talking about, we need more, not just builders, but influencers, promoters, and me and Super have talked about that a few times in chat. Like, we need more people who do the other side of this. Everyone's not going to be the builder, but if you can help me promote it, if you can help me create something from it, the graphics, the flyers, you got to promote your world. Once you launch it, you got to have a plan for it to be successful, especially if you're trying to get more traction with it. So it's hard work, but it's hard work that you do when you remember that why. So Rhonda, thank you for that challenge. Definitely something that we're gonna work on, for sure.
And coming out soon.
Yeah.
Rhonda, thank you for that question. And it definitely takes me back to something I wanted to ask you early on. So you talked about getting to that 1,000 was tough. Now tell me about that first 100. 1,000 is tough.
God.
Do you think 100 is harder or 1,000?
100 is way harder. 100 is way harder.
I just triggered some nerves.
Is way harder.
Triggered some nerves.
It's
Soup,
so hard.
I remember watching my channel just slowly grow up 1, lose 2, grow up 1, lose 1. That whole
that hurts too.
Is just
when you see the one leave. Tell me about the first 1,000 you lost.
Oh man.
Bruh,
the first one that
man.
I lost, I remember I was so disappointed. I was like, oh no, I'm doing something wrong. But
I
no,
got
dude.
stuck. Yeah, I got stuck at 80. My famous story, and I'm done. I promise you, I don't got nothing else to say tonight. Unless Oculus asks. Yes, right. You got it. You caught that. I'm done. Right. I got literally stuck at 80. I was 3-4 months in. You heard that right.
Wow.
I 3-4 months in, 20-30 videos on my channel, stuck at 80 subscribers. Now all the comments said, why do you only have 80 subscribers, right? But nothing I can do could make more people subscribe. I gave up. I think for 4 or 5 weeks, I'm like, I ain't doing it no more. And then of course my wife comes in the room as she always does. I'm trying to watch my anime, eating my chips, enjoy my root beer, you know what I'm saying? And here she coming here talking about, say, hey babe, I haven't seen you do you getting things done. I haven't seen your sexy self on camera. And I'm like, oh. I was like, baby, I don't know what to talk about anymore. You know what she told me? She said, talk about what you love.
Yes.
Uh-oh. That's a key. That's a key. Talk about what you love. If you talk about what you love, you'll talk forever. You'll talk forever.
Joy.
You'll always have something to talk about, right?
Yes.
So the answer to that question for content creation purposes, if you constantly do and show and do what you love, I love my wife. I love this community. I love Horizon. I love VR. So when I start talking about those things, I can sit here all night. We've been in here for about 2 hours. I can sit here and talk. I love Oculo. I can talk all night to this guy, right? So I started doing that, right? And then I cracked that 100. Then the next thing is cracking that 500. I was at 400. She did a surprise party. She was planning a surprise 500. She's such a celebrator of me, y'all. She's such a blessing in my life. That's why I say you got to have a support system if you're doing this. You got to have a support system. She was planning a 500 subscriber party for me, not a million. She wanted to celebrate me at 500.
Yeah.
She celebrated me at 100. She celebrated me at 10. She celebrated me at 5, and now she celebrated me at 1,000. But at 500, she planned to get all my people, family members together to shout me out and say, "Look, he got to 500 subscribers," and it stayed at 494 for like 6 days. She's like, every day I have like
everybody
I have a little thing in my room.
His subscriber.
I have a little counter on my room.
All our family was looking at your channel too and was like, "Oh my gosh, when is this going to happen? When he's going to hit this 500 so we can party?" And
had no clue. But yeah, it's hard, man. It's hard to get there. And of course, I was about to hit the 1,000. I was like 998, and I saw 2 subscribers unsubscribe, and I'm like, oh no, I'm not gonna get to 1,000, but you know what you start doing, and I know this is gonna sound really crazy. You stop caring about the numbers. I don't look at my YouTube views no more. I don't even. Once I put a video up and I do it, I'm like, all right, it's cool.
That's it.
All right, that's it. I had fun with it. It was great. Watch this. A video that was done 6 months ago is one of my highest rated videos, and it didn't have nobody watched it when it launched. Why? Because when people find your content, they start going down the line and being like, yo, and then they start sharing that same video. And then, because I got a playlist of all my VR videos, when you play one, it goes to the next, and it just takes you down this rabbit hole. And eventually I have a person literally telling me, I've had so many people tell me, I have a Quest 2, and I went on YouTube and I typed in, this, or I typed in that, and they saw my video and they went down this rabbit hole for me with hours of content and watched all my videos. That's a lot. So encouragement to all of you. I know some of you are not video content creators, but honestly, my brother, literally just keep going. I can't say it enough. And if you're doing what you love, you won't never have a day, even though you're going to have some rough days, some days where you be like, man, that's when you call a friend. I'm lucky to have my wife in the house with me. Or, man, there's been a few times I've encouraged him. He's encouraged me. Other content creators, reach out to other content creators. Don't always be about trying. I congratulate him. He can check his DMs today. He's proof. When I saw something about it, I said, yo, bro, congrats. I don't get jealous of another person's stuff that they're doing. I'm like, yo, bro, you keep growing, because I watched you go from 0. You watched me go from 0. I've seen world creators not have a world, and then next week they're on the top 100. I've seen you start one verse, Neoverse. I've watched every episode of that podcast, and I remember from the 1 to the to now, literally. That's important. It doesn't matter if you don't have the million. I like what you said earlier, and I'm gonna shut up again. I'm sorry.
Can I chime in real quick? Can I
chime in? I ain't gonna even say it. Just go ahead.
Go ahead.
Hey, I just want to ask you how important it is to have a support system when you're trying to do entrepreneurial type of things. Like, metaverse per se. Everybody know it's new. So the fact that you got a support system that's supporting you now, how important is that to you?
Man, it's everything. If I didn't have that support system, bro, if I did not have the support system, bro, you would not even I would not be up here today.
Right.
Point blank, I would have gave up at the 80. Did you hear what I said? I was at
Right.
80 in August of 2021. I
Right.
would not be sitting here today with 1,000 subscribers. I wouldn't be sitting here today with brand
Right.
deals. I wouldn't be sitting here today with having this conversation and having that conversation. I wouldn't have that. I wouldn't be able to
What
turn down a contract. I wouldn't be able to do this or that. Like literally, I would have never had that if I wouldn't have had a support system because I would have gave up.
what about the monetizing part? What got it to click in your head about monetizing what you do?
Monetizing what I do. You know what it is? When you do it for the right reasons, and this is where it gets a little tricky. When you do it for the right reason, the right opportunities come. There's a lot of times we want to, if you go in it, now don't get it twisted. If you go into something and say, I want to make money from it, cool. Know that's your why. Know that is
Right.
your why. I like what Super said. He said, yo, I came into this making content and it was another revenue stream for me. Great, cool. But then when I got in here, it changed, even though, yes, I still want to make revenue, but man, it's a different situation because now I found community. I found people I rock with, right? For me, I didn't originally started out for revenue. We live not bragging or saying, oh my God, we balling, but we're real good. I didn't need it to be that. I did it for a mission. I did it because it's a calling. It's something that's deep for me that I wanted more than just the money. I really want to make a difference. I want to change the world. And so sometimes it's
and
not
it's,
that.
and
But
it's a very big experience. See, what I found about the metaverse, see people that can't afford to travel and can't afford to do certain things. See, now you don't even have to leave your home. You can travel
Correct.
across the world without leaving your home. You can talk to a community of people, international people at that. That's what I love about it too. I can connect with the international community, and then from home I can expand my ideas and thoughts and bring it into the metaverse, and then capitalize off of that from there. You get what I'm saying?
Correct.
So when it comes to the future visionaries, this is important for the future visionaries to be able to change the concept of how we do things. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, 100%, bro. This is the future.
Yeah.
This is the wave. Every time I talk to someone, I'm telling them, if you can ignore it all you want, this is just
It's in
like
your
internet.
face.
It's you're not going to get rid of it. You might. I
Right.
was just telling someone today, that's like, yeah, I'm not into it. I say, you gonna be into it. I was talking to my auntie, right?
You're gonna be working in it. You're gonna be working in it.
Yeah.
To get a good job, you're gonna be working in this place. So you gotta
Oh,
get
yeah,
used
man.
to it. See, what I tell my friends now, and I take my VR sit to their house since they're not capable of having one. I say, hey, get used to it now. They got training applications and games
Yeah.
that you can train, like far as combat and everything. So instead of doing something retarded and crazy on the outside, just get in the VR and practice what you know. You get what I'm saying? You want to tote a gun all day, but you got VR games that you can tote that gun. You get what I'm saying?
No, not only that, man. There's
For sure.
there's applications like Supernatural where me and my wife
Right.
both have a subscription and we're losing weight using VR,
Right.
man.
Right,
And it's
right,
something
right.
you would have never got me to do no boxing class in real life. But I swear I'm a boxer now. I look, man, and I started making this a thing. I started putting content out there, and one of the coaches ended up following me. Was like, yo, man, I see you always posting content about VR. I'm gonna show you some love and show your stuff out. So you just never know. You just never know,
And
man.
also, too, I do want to add to
Go ahead.
your when you say about community or having a support system, even if you don't have it outside of the headset, know that you have it inside the headset. You could come and speak to any one of us.
That's powerful.
So you know that you can come because we know what you're experiencing. They may not be able to relate, but come and find any one of us in this crowd and we'll be glad to, lift each other up and tell you keep going. You have a support system here in this community.
We are all innovators in here.
Definitely, because I plan on trying to do this like an in-home type of thing to where I'm helping like the unfortunate people be able to experience the VR world, because there's a lot of people that don't even know what this is. You get what I'm saying? They can't even fathom that you can get in here and live a life that you really want to live, even whatever type of situation you in. You get what I'm saying? So that's my concept of introducing it to the world. I'm trying to give those chances to those people that don't they don't have a voice, that don't have the money. You know what I mean? Like that's my whole point. Just because I'm more fortunate don't mean I need to talk down on somebody or make them feel like they less fortunate. You know what I mean?
Bro, I'm just gonna tell you this.
So
one
it's
thing.
up to us, but look, no, it's up to us. It's up to all of us in this community to introduce this to everybody, so we can all be a community. Because it's more favorable here. It's less violence here. You get what I'm saying? You can't physically touch me here, so I can block you here. You get what I'm saying? It's more structured here, and that's why I like it too. So if I don't want to deal with something, I ain't got to deal with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just want to tell you, man, just go do it. Just do it. That's all I want to
Oh no, we doing this
to...
right now. You're gonna see me popping up. I'm gonna add all y'all too, because it's something that I'm trending that I need for the community that's here now to support, because I'm gonna support just like you support me. I'm gonna support you and whatever you got going on.
Sounds good.
For sure,
Absolutely.
for sure.
Hey,
that deserves. Hey, that deserves.
confetti.
Throw that confetti
For sure.
up. That's
Nice to meet y'all.
always
Y'all brilliant.
important.
Y'all brilliant couple. Keep on going strong with what y'all doing. I see y'all in the metaverse together, so y'all definitely are strong people. You get what I'm saying? Y'all doing this together. Y'all expanding together, and I say keep going. Don't let nobody stop y'all. Hey, don't get frustrated with each other. If y'all got problems, take it out in the metaverse. You get what I'm saying? For sure. All right, I'm getting off the mic. Nice to meet y'all. My name's Hits.
Nice
Real.
meeting
Hits.
you too. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Hits, appreciate all of that. I mean, I have yet to hear one
Let me
lie
comment
tonight.
on your show too. Let me get on. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Oh, absolutely. I've heard no lies tonight. Nothing coming from anybody about y'all. Everything is just all accurate tonight. Just hearing all this positivity, hearing about all the comments, the people you're influencing. This is something that I'm just so grateful that y'all, first of all, accepted the invite. I wanted to do a surprise guest, and like I said, I didn't have the topic, but as soon as you accepted the invite, I was like, I really want to put out that top creator topic, because so many people are afraid of talking about certain things, and I knew that just talking about it with y'all would at least show people you don't have to be afraid to approach a topic. You just got to know how to react to it, how to respond to it, and how to move beyond it. If anybody else has any questions, please feel free to come up. Any other comments, feel free to come up. I do want to ask y'all, so since y'all are in here, you built your first 3 worlds. Why did y'all build 3 worlds without telling us what's going on? Because I know you're about to release them. But why did y'all build 3 worlds for your first project? Like y'all go big. I mean, I've never heard of that. I built my first world and I was like, this is it. I ain't doing another one. And I had to.
That's a great answer, man. It's really, this the thing. It's really all inclusive. They're all kind of intertwined to the same vision. So when we say 3 worlds, they're really three. They're 3 in 1. So it's like one piece of it is a part of our business side, one bit of it is the side of our belief side, and a part of it is of our content side. And so everything kind of rolls into one. So when you see them all, it's going to make a lot more sense. Like, oh, I get it. You kind of have this one to link to that one, and that one links to this one. And so they're like it's a 3 in 1. That's the best way I can explain it to you. But we didn't want to keep it secret. We just wanted to build and build kind of in the dark, and just grind it out. And eventually when we were ready, we was like, it'll be time to show everybody, man.
Most definitely.
So one great thing is that when you do publish that first world, you'll be able to connect your Facebook account to your
correct
your Oculus account or your Horizon account. So do you think that once you publish this, it's going to help you grow your reach to your Facebook, or do you think you're already kind of getting that reach and this is just going to be just one other way that people are going to find you?
Oh man, that's a good question. I'm looking forward to being able to link everything up. I'm not, I saw the new Meta accounts are coming. I'm not a person that's concerned about, at this point with privacy, there is no such thing as privacy anymore. So for me, I'm like, I got cameras all around my house for, protection of our household to make sure things are good. So I'm like, that links out to so many different things. But for me, I don't care about whether Facebook has the data or not in that particular sense. But what I mean is, I look forward to every opportunity I can to put more of what we're doing out there, because like you said, it is a positive light. It's what we're working on. If you put your hands to do it, why wouldn't you want the world to see it? So I want to take every opportunity in every platform, whether that's a new application called Snafafu. If Snafafu come out and they do content, and I'm gonna be on Snafafu, JDun or RP. Follow me on Snafafu. But
Oh my gosh.
but yeah, like literally, so we want to be everywhere, man. And the metaverse is just beginning, guys. This is just the beginning of the metaverse. Horizon is a metaverse type. There are going to be many more metaverses launching. Of course, Horizon has a really good jump start. Altspace has a really good jump start. A few other ones, but at the end of the day, we're going to build these worlds out, and we don't know what's coming next. So I'm just excited about it. And so every opportunity we can to push it, we're going to push the metaverse completely, man.
I love it. So y'all are power couple in real life, power couple in the metaverse, power couple in build mode. What have you not conquered yet together that you want to conquer next?
Oh, parenting. That's
Oh,
what's next for us. Yeah, we about to.
Hey,
it's been a lot of practice, man. It's been a lot of practice.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so
it's PG-13.
Aside
It's still
from
PG-13.
that, aside from that, which we all hope that you are blessed with that next step, but how about in the metaverse?
In the metaverse, yeah, we're digging. We're still trying to find a way to do. I want to do a concert, man. We both do music, and we want to find a way, because I know latency be kind of a problem sometimes with audio. So we want to find a way to do, whether that's piping them audio in and we have the audio coming in via the computer some way, and that way when we're talking it's on sync with the music. But we want to do something like that. That's kind of something we were looking at, and of course just further pushing this metaverse thing. And who knows, man. I mean, I have desires, we both do, to begin to develop apps as well. So not just make in here, but an actual application itself. So.
Wow.
Do you guys?
That's incredible. So like the app lab route, you mean like building your own app
real
for
estate,
Oculus?
you said?
Yeah, I'm sorry for interrupting. Do you guys
Oh, that mic don't work. You gotta come over here if you gotta talk. I'm sorry.
My bad.
That's what I get for making.
I heard what I did hear what he
I-
said. We actually do own some virtual real estate, man. We actually do.
All right, can you give us some good ideas on which what apps have the virtual real estate you can buy?
Come on up.
We gonna let voice guy first. Come on, voice guy. Yeah, let's get him first, and we'll come back to that.
No, I didn't mean that's okay. I just wanted to say thanks a lot. I just got on here a few moments ago.
Wow.
Just in the community, probably about 4 or 5 months, starting to build. Met Dunder, love that dude, great builder. Got a lot of new friends on here, and I have a YouTube channel as well. I'm not trying to plug it, but last I checked, I was at 78, and I was ready just to go. I'm done. And exactly what you said extremely pushed me over, and I just want to say I appreciate that.
Well, that's incredible.
Come on, man. That's what I'm talking about.
Situation right here.
Hey, bro. Hey, come back. Shout out your YouTube channel, man.
Yep. Come on, plug it.
It's The Real Voice Guy. I do videos where I play games and then do voiceovers.
You got one more subscriber right here, brother. So
I
let
appreciate
you know,
it
man.
is.
Thank you
there we go.
Y'all can.
Thank you.
Throw your headsets up so that way we know you're doing it. Go subscribe. The Real Voice Guy on YouTube.
Real
Seriously,
Voice Guy.
This is what it's about. Showing that support. Real Voice Guy. I'm gonna do that as soon as I get off this headset. I know that's what people say, but I'm true to my word. I'm actually doing it.
He's true too.
I still got to get around to subscribing to your channel. What was it again?
Oh, you
no.
You know what?
You forgot to do the hands in the air. You forgot to do the hands in the air.
But no, getting things done, man. Come on, man. You know that. But yeah, so but back there, I did want to answer my brother's question. He did say something about some apps that have real estate. There's a few of them.
Just subscribe. Just subscribe.
Oh, yeah. So there's a few apps that you could, but I would rather answer that question offline, because I don't really like to get into NFT crypto conversations in this manner. But if you want to hit me up on Instagram or something like that, we'll definitely talk, brother.
Add me real quick. How do we add each other so I don't have to ask so many questions?
Let me see.
Yeah, let me add you.
There you go. While they're doing the ad thing, one thing I wanted to talk about, that first 100. I know that really struck a nerve with Soup. It struck a nerve with JD, and it's something that I experienced too. That
Mm-hmm.
first 100, here was my plan, and tell me your plan and how they probably were close. So I got my YouTube channel because people were telling me, "Oh, you keep doing all these reviews on your Facebook page. You should make a channel. That's the next step." Like I would watch that. And I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. And then another person, and another person. I'm like, dang, I got all this support. I might as well just go ahead and do it. I already got my subscribers right here. So I put my YouTube channel up. I did my reviews, uploaded all my videos that I already had just in the queue that people had already watched, and it didn't do a thing. I was begging for subscribers, friends and family. I'm like 900 friends. All I need is 100 of y'all so I can have my own URL. You don't even got to watch my content. You don't even have to turn on a notification bell. Just hit subscribe. And I'm like, 11. 11. What? I see 60 people looked at this post. 11 people did it. All right, maybe I'm not making it easy enough. I Googled, how do I make an automatic subscribe button? Click this link. You ain't even got to do nothing. Just click the link. It'll subscribe you. One more person. And I'm like, what is happening? I got 900 friends, and I'm like, all these people in my business, every time I post about something I buy, and they want to know more about it and where they can find it and where I can get it cheap and do I compare to this to that. And it was like getting to 100 was like never going to happen. And I realized your customers or your clients are more inclined to be your friends than your friends will ever be to be your client. And I had to learn that hard fact the hard
Yes,
way.
sir.
What
Yes,
was
sir.
your plan to
Most
get to
definitely.
100? Because clearly I had to learn it the hard way.
I'll tell you, this is that's the easy. This is the shortest answer I can give you tonight. I stopped trying to attract people who were already on my Facebook group. I stopped trying to attract people who I was already connecting with on a regular basis. Because we come from music, so all the people who were following me were people who followed my music journey or follow our ministry stuff that we was doing. They didn't care less about VR. So you know what I started doing? I started pushing my content more to people who was not in my geographic location, who were not already on my friend list, and that's when I begin to see the numbers going increase because it's like I don't really. It's not really for you. I'm not making the content for you. You can call me up tomorrow and say, "Hey Jay, what headset should I get?" Quest 2, duh, bye. Where someone else who doesn't know me, they want to get a detailed video. They want to see me walk through the process of setting up Chromecast. You're like, oh yeah, I know how to do a Chromecast. Yeah, but someone else does. Someone literally tell me I don't know how to record on the Quest. Can you do a video for me? I was like, it's so simple. It's like, yeah, but could you just record a video and show me how to do it? And that's the video that gets 10,000 views. It's the most great because people need that type of information. So when you stop trying to care about your local circle and realize the world is much bigger than your local circle, that's when you begin to have world impact because you're literally affecting the world because you're not just considering what's here. So there you go.
So you had an actual plan. You were like, you know what? I know this group of people is not my target audience, and you went and did it. I should have called you up. You were doing it before I got started. Dang. Where's Soup at? Because I want to know what he did. Because that first 100 was painful. Like I got a real wake up call. And like you were talking about having that support system. Like every time I did something, and I talked to my wife about it, I was like, "Look, I want to get started in this," and she was like, "Okay, go ahead. What do you need? What do we do?" And she would support me and encourage me. And the YouTube channel, it was kind of like, well, that's kind of low risk and high reward. So go ahead and do it. Doesn't matter. And then every time something didn't go right, it was just like, I don't even know why I'm making these videos. I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't know why these people won't subscribe. And she was just like, why don't you stop worrying about them and just do what you like? And I was like, well, hell,
Boom.
all right. And then that was it. Soup, that 100.
Yup.
How did you get there? Your struggles.
Um,
What'd you do
it
wrong? What'd
was
you
it
do
was
right?
yeah, it was tough. When I first created the channel, I automatically assumed the people that I associated with myself in the Horizon world would obviously, subscribe and everything like that. But then I saw it not moving at all. And every time I would reach out, share it on the socials and say, "Hey, go and follow my channel, go and follow my channel," assuming that they would, it would not go up. And then the moment I just stopped caring about posting it to everyone's, in the group chats and all that stuff, and started focusing on the audience that doesn't know me yet. That's when I started to see a little more traction happening, more views hitting my YouTube channel, especially on TikTok too, more views hitting my TikTok account. And then I literally went, I think there was one video that had went viral, and it skyrocketed me from like 100 followers on TikTok to like 3,000. And so what happened was I just stopped caring who was going to be watching my videos and liking and sharing, and I just started posting it. The moment I stopped caring is the moment it started going up.
Yep.
And just to clarify, not just not caring about the content or not caring about the videos, it was not caring about who was going to be watching it. You were more focused on the content than the people who were going to be watching it. And that's powerful, because if I'd have known that, I'd have probably had less stress. I'd probably have better content. But at the end of the day, it's like I have so much that I'm dedicating my time to. My YouTube channel is just running itself right now with the videos that are on it, and it's crazy. And it's hilarious. I got to share with you, my number one video up until VR came along was a rotisserie chicken in an air fryer. I literally spent 5 minutes putting a rotisserie chicken in an air fryer, and then I pulled it out and I cut into it, and there's this ugly ass picture that's floating of my plate, and that's the video, and it had 30,000 views, and I'm like, why is this my best video? Like, I peaked. This is it. This is where my life is. So I just wanted to share that, because that's the most hilarious thing I ever could ever thought was going to be my top video. So I was going to recreate it in Horizon, but I was like, nah, nobody's going to understand.
No,
Rube, what's up?
I know he would love to see the rotisserie chicken, because homeless people don't always get to eat that.
Oh my!
We'll make it work. But Soup, can you come to the stage and listen? This is my third and last time, I promise. But I want to give you your flowers, Oculus. First of all, because I kind of model some of the stuff I do based on the impact you were making in the community. I know very way back in the day when I had my first master class, and you appeared, you added value, and I was like, who is this dude just bombarding my master class? And then I listened to some of the stuff you said, and I was just like, man, that's kind of the stuff I want to talk about. So I appreciate you, man, and all the work that you've done, the impact that you've made in people's lives. You say that you hear my name a lot. I can't stop hearing your name, to the point where when I go hashtag, I put in Oculus and be like, man, am I hashtagging Oculus or Oculus? I forget, because your impact is such in the community. Oh, damn. I made him leave.
Oh, no.
But Soup, this is what I want to say. And I didn't see your journey coming up, JDun, with social media, but I was privy to watch Soup, because we kind of came into space at the same time. And there were a few things we realized from a very, very early stage, right? Like, it can't really be selfish for what we do. It has to be really selfless, and Soup understood that. He's been around to so many people's worlds, recording content. Welcome back, Oculus. Thank you. Sorry, I didn't mean to embarrass you off the stage.
I just got an alert. I got a new home, so it took me out.
Yeah.
No, I'm just
But he's looking for a roommate, JDun. He's looking for a roommate.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But one thing I watched when watching Super as he grew this following, like, he was extremely consistent no matter what the outcome was.
Oh, yes.
Like, we recognize that you have to be selfless in the service of others, right? Because we can go into things with the impression that we're going to be the best and we're going to be the greatest and we're going to do this. And we may be the only person that believes that, right? But it's important to believe that if you want 1 million subscribers, you already have 1 million subscribers. They just haven't found you yet. They're out there, and they will come to you.
Yes.
But Super was really selfless in the way that he did his business, the way he motivated, the way he helped people when they needed help. To the point now where if somebody's looking for content creation, they're going to hit him up, and he doesn't have to chase 1,000 people around anymore. I mean, he's been instrumental to some of the things I've wanted to accomplish, and I appreciate that so much.
Yes, sir.
Because we don't charge each other for the service, because we realize that building that foundation together leads to bigger things than getting $100 from somebody right now. So I don't know why I wasn't subscribed to your channel, because I watch it all the time. I apologize, but I am now another subscriber. So again, keep up the good work, guys.
Yes, yes.
Appreciate it, man. Hey, man. Wow.
You got 1 million followers. They just ain't found you yet. I'm
That's
taking
a
that
that's
one
a whole
for the rest of
word,
my
bro.
life.
That's a whole word.
Can I add something too?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. For me and JDun, like how we've created content. If there's any other content creators out there that want to post videos, that want to make content, and like you have questions about trying to grow it, just know that me, JDun, Joy, Oculos, like we're more than happy to subscribe, share your guys' content just to keep growing the influence.
Most
You know what I
definitely.
mean, and grow the community. So if you guys have questions, feel free to ask. We just love. I just love the fact that you're able to create content and everyone's willing to give back. So that's all.
100%, bro. Yes, sir.
Shout out to
So
all the
I was
people
just
that's
going
been
up in
rocking
here.
with us since the beginning.
Yeah,
I mean,
ooh, Lord,
thanks
yeah.
for
I know,
staying
right?
with us, y'all. It's been a
Seriously, give
ride.
yourselves all the confetti out there.
This is a
when we
3-hour
started
show.
Well, it's funny because when we started this, somebody had asked me. It was like before we got started, they were like, "So how long is this going to be?" And I was like, "Well, usually it's like 2 hours." And they're like, "2 hours," and they left. And I was like, "Dang!" And they didn't come back, which I get it. 2 hours is a lot of time to commit. But at the same time, the people that have been out here committing this time just to be around
Yeah.
y'all, that's a testament to just everything about y'all that I love, that they love. So seriously, thank you for being here. I know it's 1 a.m. on the East Coast. I think you at midnight. Do we have some more
Yeah,
time
we
with
at
y'all? Can
midnight.
we still rap with you for a little bit?
Man, we here,
Hey,
bro.
I mean, why
We
not?
here
We
until
here.
everybody's until I start seeing clouds of everybody just exit out. We as long as y'all want us here, we here, man.
There we go. So can I get Miss Rocks? Can I get I'm gonna pick on a couple of y'all. Come on down to the mic. Miss Rocks. You know what? Reggie Tones, just because I see you up there being quiet. Reggie Tones, come on down.
He's like,
Let's bring
what?
Neo back. Let's bring Neo back. Line up to the mic. Super go sit down. You good.
Oh, let me just
I'm just kidding.
let me just add something. Let me just add something.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
If you guys want to watch the playback of tonight's episode of JDun and Joy,
This guy.
I've been live streaming it on the YouTube
always
channel.
Oh,
you
I was
know
gonna shout out.
what?
I do not consent.
What's going down?
What about this guy right here?
Are you live
Yo, you
streaming
a jerk?
too? I didn't know you were
Bro.
live. Okay, never mind. Hold on.
What's the name of the
Scratch
world?
that. Scratch that. Live stream
You just shouted out over
Oculos's
my
YouTube
screen.
channel.
Killing me.
I had no
Oh
idea,
my
bro. I had no
gosh.
idea.
I was like, this dude right here, 100% supporter. Check out my channel.
Check out my channel.
All right.
All right, that's
Next
it.
to
That's
Super's bot. Next
Right
to
here,
Super's
Super,
bot
right
is
here.
also another live stream. If you'd like to watch it on the Vidyuu Nights channel that I shouted out at the beginning.
Oh my God.
Jesus, Super. I swear I love Super. You're hilarious. All right, so seriously, I called some of y'all down to the mic because I just wanted to ask y'all a couple of questions because y'all have interacted with JDun and Joy, specifically Meta News. I want to shout out Meta News one more time, but Miss
Shout
Rock,
out Meta
if you could
News.
please, if you wouldn't mind.
Shout out
on
Universe
up to the mic.
Dragon.
Universe Dragon. Also, yes, please come up to the mic just a second. I just want to ask y'all a question about how y'all connected because I know I always get the chance to ask the perspective of the people on the stage, but I really want to interact with the audience. Miss Rocks, when you brought Joy onto Meta News, like tell me about that connection and that story, because please tell me from your perspective.
Well, when I first created my first world, I remember she sent me picture that she visit. I didn't know her, but I saw like, wow, somebody went to my world and they sent me picture.
Mm-hmm.
But I really didn't know her until I did the interview, getting reporters from Meta News, and she came, and I was like, oh wow, like she really follows me, and I just saw like, wow, she's a good friend, getting to know her, and you could feel the vibe from the person. Like she's someone I could count on,
Mm-hmm.
someone that would fit the description I'm looking for. Her voice, beautiful voice. And here we are. It's like what,
Yeah.
5 months later.
Right.
That's
Going
amazing.
strong.
And y'all's first show, like, did that click real easy? Like, was it any kind of like trying to figure things out, or was it just
Work great together. Even Dragon right there.
Yeah, he's behind you.
Yay! We all work together and it flows. It's a great energy.
That's awesome.
Most definitely.
I just wanted to be nosy about that because I could have asked her about it, but I really wanted to get your perspective from it because it's more than just, who's on the couch, but it's about the people out here in the audience too. Because this show is really for y'all. I really want y'all to get as much as you can from the people that take their time to get up on this stage and share what their experiences are and the things that they've learned with y'all. So please take the opportunity, come up here, ask the questions. We got them here on the couch. This might be the only opportunity because they're going to blow up after today. I can see 3 more subscribers in your future. Meta Root just took care of one of them. But Ms. Rocks, you got
And
anything
shout
you
out
want
to
to share about
Complex
these
and
two?
Evie as well for supporting.
Yeah.
Yeah, Meta News Nocitos. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, there you
That's
go.
Meta
Did you say
Noticia.
Noticia.
Meta Noticias? There you
Noticia.
go. That's right. Anything else you want to shout out or say, Miss Rocks, while we got you? Or
Well, stay tuned for the #1 news.
Yes.
there it is. There it is.
We got
no,
more to
where's
come.
my DJ? Soup, what did you do?
Yes.
Oh, Soup kicked my DJ out. Oh no. Oh my god.
Well, in that case, if you need to live stream tonight's event, all right, I'm going. I'm going.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Only on Horizon Live. Only on Horizon Live, man.
This is why after midnight we need to wrap because oh boy. But go ahead, Rox. Anything else you want to share? We're gonna let Dragon talk next.
And I just want to say thank you, everybody that supports Meta News. Thank you, Joy. You're the star, as well as my Latin community, Meta Noticia.
Yes.
And
Hey.
Dragon. You guys.
Appreciate you.
Thank
Follow
you so
them
much,
on
Ms. Rocks.
everything. I seen y'all everywhere. So Instagram, follow them everywhere.
Yes.
Dragon, welcome up.
Dragon.
Got any words for these two right here? Questions, comments, flowers, whatever you want to give.
All right. Yeah. First of all, I'm gonna hand y'all some flowers, a bunch of them, because you guys do an amazing job. You're a dynamic duo. JDun, I've been, following what you've been doing for a very long time. And seeing you kind of progress in everything that you do. Same with you, Joy. And I'm getting the pleasure to work right by you. We holding it down on the news, and it's amazing
it down.
getting to deliver the news, and just and something that we get to connect on a weekly basis. And when it comes to Meta News, just in general, I will say that I've definitely it's more than just peers. It's more of a family, and that's what allows us to do what we do in the way that we do it, and connect the way that we do, because it is like a family. And I've made multiple families within this space, so it's amazing. And all the people I get to work with, everything. Oculos, you've done an amazing job. Again, I mean, I know I've been here, for quite a while, and I know your name's been around since I've been here. So again, you do an amazing job. I've been following everything you do as well. Just again, this is a space that has allowed a lot of people to do things that they never thought they'd be able to do. So to see the progression of everybody and what they can create in here, truly taking what's in your head and bringing it to life in a space. So it is amazing, and again, Horizon has allowed us to do this in a very, fun, professional, unique and artistic way. So again, it's just something that, and I've seen you guys take advantage of that fully. Everybody on this stage. So again, great job to all you.
Yeah,
Keep
and
doing what you're doing.
I wanted to say something. I want to say something too, because to the Meta News crew, which is crazy. On Thursdays when you guys tape, I give my wife up for that time period. I literally, we set our Thursdays up to where it's like I've done everything I need to do. She's like, baby, you good? I'm good. I don't expect to see my wife for the rest of the evening because that's her family. And you guys mean so much to my wife. You have no idea. I just want to let you guys know, y'all mean so much to my wife. And so just I really just enjoyed the compassion that you all have for one another, and I love seeing it because I love this woman, and so because of that, I love y'all too. I appreciate y'all, man.
Hey, most definitely, JDun, you fam as well. Like most definitely. Like again, thank you guys for being who you are. Thank you again, Oculos, for providing a space for us to have this type of dialect conversation, because this is what we need, because this is what allows us to grow, is having conversation. A lot of times, one of the biggest issues is the lack of communication. So communication is what we need to grow in here. So having a platform to do that in is going to always allow us to flourish and be better at what we do. And again, I know I'm like an octopus just everywhere, like again, but I love that, like I love that. And I love everybody that I get to connect with. And if I haven't met you yet or connected with you yet, it's only a matter of time, because you're going to see me, we're going to know each other, and you're going to be part of this family that I'm growing inside of here. So by all means, keep doing what you're doing. You guys are amazing. And thank you for letting me speak for
and
this
also
amount of time.
promote your awesome world. If anyone has not gone to Dragon's World, oh my goodness, please plug in your world.
I got Universal Spot that you guys can go to. That was the first world I ever built. I got a world that's going to be dropping soon. Just working on getting some music and everything inside of there, and that's going to be Dragon's Lair, that's coming out very soon. Also working on outfits and accessories and other things like that. I've been perfecting building attire and everything like that. So soon I'll have a lot of things that you guys can do as well, and wearables and everything like that. So again, and then you can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Instagram. I make music, so you can find me on like any platform. Just look up Universe with the $ instead of an S. But again, thank you for letting me speak. Follow me on all these platforms, and if you have any questions, you can always find me. Reach out to me. I love to talk. I can talk your ear off. I'm gonna stop talking right now so I can let somebody else have it. But thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. Have a great night.
I have an asset for
Thank
you.
So basically, all I got to do is get JDun and Dragon in a world of mine and just leave y'all, and then y'all would just generate the traffic for me. Is that what I'm hearing?
Just talk. Yeah, we can talk all day, bro. We can talk all day, man.
Oh no! What did you do?
Oh no!
What did you do with her? Bring her back.
I didn't do anything. I hope she's got to be plugged in. Oh no! Well, yeah.
Well, the show's over, y'all. Good night.
What? Wait a minute. I think she's coming back, but yeah.
All jokes aside, I know I give Joy way more props than you, and it's not because of anything other than jokes. I love both y'all equally. Y'all are amazing people. From the moment I met y'all, from the moment I seen your videos, the moment I've actually gotten to know y'all, like nothing has changed about my opinion. It's only continually getting, more, positive about the things that you're doing, more inspired, more encouraged to do more. Part of the things that I do, it's not just about how I'm giving back. It's finding more people like you, so that way I can get more people to do the same. I mean, I can sit up here all day and talk about give back and teach people and share, and y'all have already heard it from me. But when more people come up here and talk about their stories and how people have impacted them, that's when it starts to really drive home that maybe it is a little bit more than just one person who's trying to drive this community. Because I'm not. I asked a bunch of people, well, who do they think of when they hear the word leader in Horizon Worlds? And the names I got were just so inspiring, like all the people that they mentioned. And I reached out to each one of them and just, asked them the same question. And then they had a list of people. And it was really eye opening at the fact that it it's kind of like the domino effect of people. Like you ask one person and they give you 10 names, and you go ask those 10 people and they'll give you probably 5 new names and 5 of the same that you already heard. And you just get to find all of these amazing people out here. So if you ever get a chance, ask somebody that you actually look up to, somebody that inspires you, and just ask them, who do they look to as a leader in the community? You're going to find so many more people that you didn't know existed, or maybe you did and you
100%.
just didn't get a chance to connect. But to you, who are some people that you look up to in this metaverse? And I swear,
Oh
if you say
man.
my name, I'm leaving the stage. Don't mention
I
my
mean,
name.
yeah, yes, yes, you're okay. Well, I'm just gonna say you're on the list. You're on the list, man.
Top
Man,
11. I'll take
yeah,
it.
man, shout out to, like I said, man, it's a bunch of creators. It's funny, man. It's a few people in here. Definitely the Meta News team. The work and consistency is incredible. Um, my beautiful wife. I know it sounds strange, but she inspires me every single day. Super inspires me with his consistency as well. But when it comes down to creators, man, I definitely would have to say the Hardy world, the Hardys, the Danicas, um, man, the legs with the Vidyuu pack, man. Be Aroma was one of the first businesses I saw birthed in here, man. So shout out to her. That was very inspiring to see that and just to hear her story. We walked into her shop, very, very early days of her shop, and she talked to us about, her products. And I was like, man, I was blown away. The Smile Honey Childs, the Dollar Beesies, I've met so many. It's not really a lot of people. The Ronda X is so many people. It's that what I was trying to say. It's not a lot of people that I wouldn't say have inspired me. I've been inspired just about, in different areas in different ways by so many people. Of course,
Yeah.
the One Verse podcast. I mean, I never saw nothing done that way until I saw it done that way. So shout out to that entire team. But man, it's just so many people that sit here and try to give a laundry list. I can almost guarantee I will get in trouble because if I don't say a name today, it'd be 10 names I will say tomorrow.
Hmm.
But that's off the top of my head for sure. It's people I've met, and but yeah, that's what I would say.
Anybody special on that list that you just want to, just give a huge shout out to? Somebody that really impacted you strongly? Because, like you mentioned, like early on when I was meeting people, there were people like Lakes that just went above and beyond. When I met Lakes, I kind of took over his walkthrough Wednesday just because I wanted to have fun and joke around, and he was all about it. I was giving him content, and we were having a good time. But he really did, like, after those walkthrough Wednesdays, when I panicked about tours, I said, Meta just reached out and they want me to do these as a community event. What am I supposed to do with this? I don't have a world.
Yeah.
And we literally spent the next 48 hours, literally, like, every chance we got in here to build a world to make it happen. Like, that's genuine, like, amazing people who would come up to
Yeah.
your service to say, how can I help? What can I do? So for me, it's always been Lakes. That's why I support everything he does. He supports everything I do. But
Yeah,
I
to
have to
be
give a
honest,
shout out to
that
him.
that that special for me, he was in the audience as well. Dames, is how I
Mm.
end up meeting all the new heroes that I look up to, man. Dames, that was like the first real. I walked in and I was like, I can't believe this is happening. There's a whole talk show in here. I was just blown away, by it. And then I have to shout out Hardy as well. He was the first person to pay me to do content like for the metaverse. The
Hmm.
first person to ever say he called me up and was like, "Yo, your stuff is dope. I like what you're doing. I want you to do this. Do this for me. How much would you charge?" And that was I never had that. And he was the first one, so I always have to give him that credit for sure.
Amazing, Joy. How about you? Anybody that's just come to your to be of service, or just built you up? I know he's already shouted you out 100 times while you were gone. He missed you and he was crying a little bit, and then you came back, and then he started shouting out other creators. But aside from your husband, is there anybody that really has impacted you or really just stepped up for you?
Most definitely. Miss Rocks and the Meta News team. They all are so supportive. We have a chat outside of Horizon that we
Hmm.
go, we communicate with each other outside of
Hmm.
Horizon, in Horizon, and encourage each other. And, if one person's having a breakdown, we build each other up and everything. And
Oh, I
so,
love
I
it.
mean, just that community right there, I couldn't have asked for more. So all of the people that's in Meta News, shout out to you. I don't want to go down laundry list of names, but all of those people. And also too, you know what? I meet so many people a day that inspire me in any which way. It's something that I may have been missing in that day, but they just so happen to fulfill that. And it's like I have to shout out the community. I know it sounds cliche. I know it's like, oh my gosh, why they keep on saying this community? But every single person I run across and come into a conversation with inspires me. So I have to shout out the entire Horizon community. I'll be here all night, naming individuals, but it's the
100%.
entire community of people who are just awesome. You guys, I mean, we're in Louisiana and we have our little community is kind of toxic, just to be honest with you. It's kind of toxic. People try to tear each other down and don't want you to get higher than the next. But when we come into Horizon and we see people who are kind of like-minded like us pushing positivity, it is so refreshing. Oh my goodness. I did not know this many people who care, this many people who are willing to help each other exists. And so I'm so thankful for everyone, the entire Horizon community. Shout out to all of you because y'all are inspiring. Y'all are awesome. There's no other community like the Horizon, and that's why we go to bat for y'all and make content because y'all are awesome.
I want to take my answer. That's a good answer. That's like
you shouted.
Man,
me.
I'm normally
hard.
the PR person. She just gave like the most.
That was from the
no.
heart.
I didn't mean it that way. I'm saying I'm normally the person who really says like these amazing quotes. And baby, you did that was. I just wish I could have said it. I just wish it was.
I swear.
Yeah, but no, that is so true. So many people in this crowd have become family. I see my brother, son of Thunder, out there, like have become real family to us. So it's like for me, it's just like it can make you teary eyed in here, man, just to think about how like she just said, our circle down here in Louisiana in the South, it's very toxic. There's people who do not want to see you. Man, it's hard to leave. You can't leave your house without someone wanting to kill you here, like literally. There's so much hatred, so much racism, so many other things like that going on. And you come in here, like I said, it's not an escape for us, but we come in here as an enhancement to our life. And to meet people who are genuine, who live in New York, who live over here, who live over there, it's like, oh man, it's like, you just couldn't ask for a better community at all, man.
Most definitely.
Yeah, love it, man. Love it here.
And when y'all joined, you said you got your invite way back November 2020, and then you came back after the beta was open because Joy didn't have an invite. So in the beginning, when everything was wide open, after the beta had opened up, did you kind of see some negativity first, or has it all just been positive? I know we talked a little bit about like a negative experience y'all had, but overall, it's just been a really positive experience. Or
man, it's been it's been nothing but positivity. Like I said, the little drops of negativity, you have that anywhere. We're dealing with human beings. We're dealing with imperfect people, and no matter whether you own in the headset or not, we're still the same. You know what I've learned too? The more you come in here, the more of you comes in here. I'm gonna say that one more time. The more you come in here, the more of you comes in here. So for me,
hold up, real quick. What's going on with Johnny Arrows? Why we gotta remove? Somebody want to come to the mic and tell me what's going on? Y'all got that?
Yeah, I
don't even see no Johnny Arrows.
I mean, I got it.
All right, whoever's doing it, we're not gonna remove nobody. Y'all come up to the mic if y'all got something to say, please. Please continue.
But yeah, the little drops of negativity. Basically what I was saying is that the more you in here, the more of you become, comes into here. And so when we first came in, we were kind of boxed up, like, I'm not gonna to give too much of me. We still was me, but the more and more we come here, it's like now this is so it's like I don't feel nervous talking amongst peers and family and friends, people who I don't even know, because at the end of the day, this has become home. This has become normal. When we put this headset on, we're just checking into this. It's like almost being in our home when we are, but it's we're so comfortable with it at this point, and as these worlds get more capacity and this crowd goes from 29, 28 to hundreds of people, it's just gonna get easier and easier to have these conversations. I mean, how many people in here were socially had social anxiety, but now because of Horizon and because of VR, you have conversations with people you probably never would have had conversations with. That was a lot of us. So even though I'm a very talkative person, I'm also very quiet sometimes. So just learning that the negativity that does come, just keep pushing through it, man, because there's so many positive things that can happen because of this platform. Yeah.
I love that. I love that you asked the question, didn't even put a comma on it. Like you just kept rolling with it. You're like, how many people in here got a problem with blah blah blah? So I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I love it right here. So like, dang, like no pause whatsoever. No, all seriousness, the fact that when I started building these relationships in here, there was a point where it actually hit me. It was like I'm actually in group chats talking to people outside of Horizon, and I got people that I'm like constantly checking in with, and I'm talking to on a daily basis, and I got people that I'm doing video chats with, and people that I'm building with, and I'm like, how is it in the real world? I got like a handful of actual friends that I trust, that I rely on, but in here it's like I look around the room and it's like half the people here I'm legit like friends with. Like
Yeah.
I love everybody in here, like just for you, even if I don't know you yet. Like those connections, I'll get a friend request and 2 weeks later I got a new friend that I actually like legit enjoy being around. So I mean, y'all make sure you're making these connections because you're missing out on this whole nother level of people that it's not just about being in Horizon and building and scripting, but it's actually like being a part of this community and getting to meet more people through those people. When I met
Most
you
definitely.
two, I've met people through y'all. When I met Super, I met people through him. I think I met Super in Comedy Lit, and like when I was in there, I didn't know anybody, and I was just talking with Super, and then it went from there, and I just met those people from who was in that instance. So it's like
Yeah.
every time I actually look around the worlds I'm in, I'm like, I actually have a friendship with so many people. And like
Yeah.
I've never like officially like been like working with some of the people in this room, but I'm friends with them just because of other people that I am friends with that are just good people. So seriously, keep doing exactly that. Keep connecting, keep talking to people. Woogie Boogie. Woogie Boogie was here for one of my test shows. Come on up to the mic if you got a question or if you got a comment. Don't forget to unmute. Woogie Boogie was asking questions about building and commissioning, and we had Michael Gregory, who I think is still here but invisible. We were talking about commission work. You got a question, Woogie? Nope, he backed up. But you were talking about some contracts. You did some work for Hardy. Are you looking to do like asset builds, home world builds, social media, like anything that you're looking to get
Oh
into
man.
for another source of income? Do you want to share any of those plans or thoughts?
Oh yeah, man. So a part of one of the world launches that we're going to be doing real soon is actually about our real media company that we actually have already been doing and been profitable, in the regular,
Mhm.
community outside of this. But we're going to begin to bring that into the metaverse, and so that's going to be one of the launches. And we're going to launch our business. We're launching our website. Well, the website's kind of already out there, social media and metaverse all at once. Kind of because we're rebranding um our media company that we already had into a new company and shifting it into the metaverse. So we're really, really excited about that. So of course, there's going to be a lot more collaborations with companies and brands who are willing to,
Mm-hmm.
who want to get into the metaverse. But also, we also still do the other side of it of marketing as well, social media marketing, things like that. We've been doing that.
Most
We've done it for
definitely.
campaign people. We've done it for record labels. We've done it for
Mhm.
individuals. Different different types of events. So we're really excited about bringing that in. So yeah, that's the whole idea, man, is to, because we believe in the metaverse and we're putting our investment, we're putting our time, we're putting our business here. So that's where we're gonna go.
It's fantastic. And Joy, I want to ask you, have you thought about doing like a show like this or just talks that are like not live stream? Any kind of like just gatherings to kind of just talk with people? Because I feel like that's something that you would be really successful. Any thoughts behind that? I wonder
Stay
if JD
tuned.
would support that. I wonder.
Most definitely.
Stay
I
tuned.
am
It's a good.
all yeah, stay tuned. I'm all for supporting the community, uplifting and self-motivation and all of that good stuff. I am all about that. And so again, as I explained before, my world that I'm going to be releasing is going to be all about that. So I cannot wait to release it to the community and get empowered, get excited, and just know that you are an individual that can accomplish whatever you put your mind to. And so that's what I'm all about.
It's amazing.
Right.
So just do me a favor.
And you may be hearing about that this
like,
week.
Yeah, that's on I'm like, you're interesting, very interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, just
make sure you follow us
favor.
on Instagram and you'll be seeing all about it.
Follow them on Instagram. But one
JoyReign
favor.
VR and JDun RP.
I already know you're gonna blow up whatever it is that you do. Just let me have Sundays at 10 p.m. Eastern, and that's all I ask. Just that
Most
one time
definitely.
slot.
That's all you.
It's hilarious, man.
Oh my goodness. Any of y'all out there who are having any, questions for these two? Like, do you have like anything? Please feel free to come up to the mic because I really want y'all to get the most out of it.
This is a
y'all been sitting up
marathon
here
show.
for 3
Yeah,
hours. 3 hours.
3.5 hours.
3.5? Are we at 3.5?
I feel like it's one of those
10,
telethons. We should have people on the phones calling in.
This is for JDun. This is for JDun's new home, his apartment. If you could, please donate anything that you can to 662 Box Avenue. All right, go ahead.
You're gonna get the stream taken down when the Arms of an Angel starts playing in the background of your headset. I'm like, oh no.
Yes.
There's a number on your screen. You can donate. Get JDun an upgraded cardboard box until his penthouse is ready.
That's right.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, we appreciate you guys rocking with us.
Thank you so
it's
much.
It's one thing to keep looking back out there and see the same faces. I keep thinking, okay, they're about to leave. They're gonna leave. They're gonna leave, and they're still here. So that means a lot, y'all. You don't understand. That means a lot. We wouldn't be on here if it wasn't for y'all. So.
Well, I'll tell you what. For the sake of things, why don't we go ahead? We'll wrap it up. Tell them where they can find you. Tell them all your social medias. Tell them to subscribe. Do your thing like you do, and then we're gonna get everybody up on stage for a group picture. So, first, before you do your thing, Joy, please.
Hey everyone, thank you so much again. You can follow me on Instagram at JoyReign VR. I would love to connect with you all. I would love to just spread joy and happiness and just uplift everyone. So just hit me up. And guess what? I love to talk to. So if you're looking for somebody to talk to, I love talking. So let's connect. Let's build.
Hey. All right, JD, do your thing.
Basically,
please talk into this camera. Only this camera.
Okay, all right. But I'll tell you, you can find me at 662 Box Avenue, of course. But outside of that, anywhere I'm on all social medias is JDun or RP, as well as on YouTube. It's just youtube.com/getting things done. But if you go to my social media, there is literally you can go to gettingthingsdone.com as well, and it'll send you straight to all of my wonderful links. On Instagram, you can get all my links. On TikTok, you will get all my links. On Twitter, you will get all my links. You go to one, you get all of them. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Appreciate Oculus. One more time for Oculus, please. One more time. Please, please, please show this brother love, letting us on his show for 3.5 hours. Yeah, that's a long time.
My goodness.
That's a long
No,
time.
we appreciate y'all.
Now your
so
turn.
For the
There you
sake of
go.
the stream, super. I do not consent. Litigators will be contacting you shortly for this stream. Thank y'all so much for watching. Appreciate all of y'all hanging out in the chat. Appreciate y'all watching on the Vidyuu Night stream. You can look back at any time and watch this from the very beginning. I know it's 3.5 hours, but these two have been dropping nothing but gems. Thank you to everybody in the audience today. Appreciate each and every one of y'all who have been hanging with us. Please feel free to like the world. Make sure you post some pictures to the world page because I love approving every one of them. I so appreciate y'all being here, sticking through it for 3.5 hours for these two. Give me some confetti one more time. JD, shout out JoyReign, and I look forward to seeing their worlds published next week right here in Horizon Worlds. Appreciate y'all on the stream once again. Thank y'all for checking it out. I'm Oculus 410. This is Horizon Live. Come check us out every Sunday, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific, 10 o'clock. Make sure you just tap in, get in the world, show up. Thank y'all. Later. We out.
Picture time.
Hammer time.